I want to get in on the conversation you were having. I had no idea that anyone was here. Hi, guys. Let y'all read that vibe to the music for a minute. Shouts out to StreamYard for allowing us to play some kind of tune. You know, YouTube users don't allow this. So, only me would set my phone in air conditioner. Only me. So, I'm going to go wash this off my hand. I'll be right back and I'll tell you what we're doing tonight. I'm so excited. I'm very, very excited today, and I'll tell you about it. Sorry, my chair off. Oh, wait a minute. You are not late at all. Actually, you are on time. More clouds behind it. It looks like a bit of a crowd. Star here. I love your spirit. Your spirit is lovely. All right, you guys. This gentleman right here. Look at my notes. I woke up today, started reading my comments and the comments from last night in the live chat. I ran across this one message from Crazy Peach. I don't know if you're male or female, but thank you so very much. She suggested that I check out Frequency Tribe. His channel is, that's what you see there, FIEQ Tribe. You guys, I went to his channel and I was bored. I went straight into another damn rabbit hole because he brings. I'm going to show a taste of his listen to me. I'm going to show something from his channel. I want you guys to understand that this is why I do what I do. This is why everybody should live stream and or have a YouTube channel, because we can connect like that. People actually thought about me and my situation and reached out to me and said, you know what, there's another guy out here on YouTube that sees what you see. And I went over there and I was lost. He looks at these beings in a spiritual awakening kind of way. I've never heard it explained like he does, but it enlightened me, and I'm back for more. And he's here, so welcome. I went through the whole entire channel last night before I went to sleep. Sure did. This started to clear. Good to hear. Tinfoil hatter. Where's your name from? I want to know. I know it's tinfoil on your head, but yeah. this, or seriously, there's something or someone up there, or there. We are not alone. Here, then, we've never been alone, ever, 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 ever. So the veil is gone, living on the edge. I see the veil is gone too. I also see that the veil was on our eyes as well. I think there's like more than just one veil. But yeah, I agree with you 100% because I see stuff I shouldn't be seeing. But you're going to help me out with that, right? There's nothing wrong with the world today, and I don't know what is. Absolutely. The world just seems wrong to us in every kind of way because we are awakening. And when we do, we're going to see the false reality right in front of us, but it's literally seeing it. You are literally seeing it. I don't know if it's solid matter. I don't know if it's vapor. I don't know if it's a silhouette. Whatever we're seeing it for a reason because too many of us are seeing them. And love, if that's your perception, then that's your reality. We all reside in an individual field. So that's something else I heard you mention last night in your videos about your individual field. I want to talk about that. So, I'm going to invite you up. If you don't come up, that's fine. That's fine. I get it. But I would like to know more. More than what's on your channel. I guess I'm in frequency line with you. And I love it. Just finally, someone out there in my spectrum, on my level. And my last translation was Aerosmith song, So Much More. The unrevealing, we did miss that. Did someone get the video? That is trash. Alright, here we go. Sorry if y'all hear my sister and my niece in the background. I told y'all I'm right next to the kitchen. Check out the last couple on my page. Not sure if it was the anonymous. And see, you're probably the maybe 10th person on YouTube who can say anonymously like that. But you can watch my son getting punctured or energized. I already have the one picked out that I want to see. It's the one Chrissy recommended. Actually, you can take the tinfoil off. You don't want to block yourself. Yes, we're going to talk about you. We're going to talk about the sun and what it does. I know I picked it off. We're going to talk about the sun and the downloads that we get from the sun. It's amazing. And what it takes me back to is a rabbit hole that I'm in when it comes to pigmentation, my pigmentation, dark, whatever. Do you know that the dark skinned people aren't original? They're the chosen ones in the human form because they can withstand the sun. It goes so deep. The slavery and everything else, but that's another show. Like I said before, everything you were taught is past backward. It was the white man who was slave for so long. We don't know that because this is hundreds of years ago. How they put description and got a globe all of a sudden. Guys, it's like they blinked their eyes and they changed everything. The way you think, the way you go, everything. We don't know how powerful we are. We need to find out. We can do that as a collective. When I say collective, I mean everybody in the skywatching field, whether you're watching. For example, this gentleman, Frequency Tribe, he sees what I see, but he doesn't reference it to as I do. And that doesn't make either one of us wrong or right. It means that they're there. He said in his, on his channel last night, resides with me. So him and I are on the same frequency level. I knew nothing about this shit a year ago. You know, it's just we have to connect. We have to connect and we got to take that leap. It's like you're stuck. I get stuck all the time on one thing. You can't do that. There's something else above that one thing that's going to help you reside with the thing you were just on. If you don't quite get it, don't get stuck. You can't get stuck on flat earth. You can't get stuck on color. You can't get stuck on these little bitty UFOs in the sky. A little bitty UFOs, nothing compared. Freakers Tribe, if you want to come up, I understand this. I get it. I want to shout out your Facebook too, but I don't have a proper link for Facebook. If you want to make your own, I can't. I don't have Facebook. I had one, but I don't know. Some of you guys will come in and be a mod. You didn't realize you were a mod. I went through it today, and whoever was in the chat last night, I made mods. So hopefully you guys just became a moderator. They're steered through the sun from the start. Okay. Ooh. I'm going down to the last comment, y'all. It's rare. What? Okay, I have I have stared. When you say that, I've looked through the sun too, like this white sun, and I literally can see beings poking their head through the light where the sun is supposed to be. I literally watch it open. So, and I'm 110% sure that that light up there does not put off. So, but I like you. You and I gonna go on forever. So let me get this show started. What I want to do. Hi, Skinner. How you doing? Just cutting in and out. Yeah, it flashes by. It's just a light. Turning around. Hi, Golden Heater. How you doing? Okay, what I'm about to show y'all now is just a couple of things from TikTok. Guys, there are things going on in YouTube, and I know this is from a YouTuber. I don't go to TikTok a whole lot. And TikTok's been here for like a year and a half, 2 years. I still never went over there. But now that I am there, they phenomenal views on this thing, whether they agree with you or not. You're able to cut off your comments if you want. Guys, you got to go over there, put little snippets of your, like, say your highlight of your moment of your videos, little snippets. People are listening. They are paying attention, but there just needs to be more of us. There's something that happened on today. Oh, I'm just going to show it to you. I'll be right back. Let me screen share real quick. And look, I'm doing this right now. I'm dropping the link. I didn't do it last night. All right, so I'm copying it. I'm pasting it right now. When I come up, feel free. That's everybody. You wanna come up? Come on. Just want to do a session with someone through Zoom. You know what? This is better than Zoom. We can have just as many people on it, max schedule. Just the energy was jamming. I get it. Today, reading your comments frequency, I got chills and I teared up. Like literally, I felt you through the device. It was amazing. The connection is woo. It feels good. I'm gonna turn this music down. All right, music off. There we go. Hello, hi. Okay, so I'm screen share. I downloaded some from TikTok to here to my page. Let me see if they play. They might request me to do something with TikTok. If they do, I'm just not gonna play them. I ain't being all confused. This young lady. Let me see which one this is. That was supposed to happen. Bear with me. Dang Wi-Fi.
Hi guys, I was terrified to post this, but I'm going to anyway.
All right.
I took this.
Oh shoot! Hold on. That's me duetting it. I do edit it. Let me just pause it real quick.
Hi guys.
And put y'all on big screen so y'all can see her. Watch what this lady has captured. Oh my greatness. I was just showing the other day, I was showing you guys the little frequency, the pink where it looked like the alien was in the wheelchair, which I think to be thought to be the inside of the dome. But watch what this lady right here has captured. And oh my God. Woo! I see you, frequency. I see you, but I'm gonna play this video first because if I don't, I might cry as soon as I let you in. So bear with me, y'all. Here we go. Let's get it. Oh, I went to the wrong thing. Hold on. See, you made me nervous already. Let's get it.
Guys, I was terrified to post this, but I'm going to anyway. I took this shot this day because I noticed this big, long, black cloud in the sky, and I played with the lighting on it because I saw a guy on TikTok playing with the lighting on things in the sky and noticed that when I did, it still stood out. And guys, brace yourself for this.
Ooh, watch this.
First of all, I'm going to apologize for the shaking and the glare of my filming, but I'm not techie. I'm not good with the camera, but
Look at that frequency.
I adjusted the lighting and decided to zoom in and film. And you guys, this is what was
Amazing.
inside of this dark
Amazing.
cloud
She's
in the
not a sky
sky
watcher.
on October 31st,
Amazing.
2022. Like, what? What is this? Do you see this? Can you guys see this?
Beautiful.
This is like, I was blown away. And I'm sorry again for the shake. I was literally shaking at what I was seeing. My eyes couldn't believe it. Look at this. Are you guys seeing this?
Good job. See,
I'm trying to get.
These are people on TikTok, you guys, that doesn't have a real outlet, but they're all gathering together and there's so much going on. Okay, I'm gonna let frequency in real quick. Hello, hi.
Yeah, how are you?
I am fantastic. And you?
Yeah, been fast and furious here. So, yeah,
I just have to say thank you to Frizzy for. She was just like, "Hey, check out this link." And normally I don't do that. I just don't sometimes because I'm like, okay, it's something I've seen before.
yeah.
But I was stuck on your page for like 3 hours, 3 hours at least. You are amazing. I have so many questions for you. I really do.
It was
And
it was pretty manic at first. Yeah,
I saw you. I saw you in the way you talk, the words that you choose. I'm with you. I'm so with you. And I understand. It's like I felt you grow as every video came about. I was like, yep, he's on that level. Oh, now he's on that level. I get it.
yeah. And it wasn't even the whole thing was I didn't even have to pause because when things happened, massive events that personally or whatever, some things I caught on camera, other things I didn't, but I didn't even have time to think about it. In the last like 6 months, it went from every couple months something happening to recently every few days, and the energy is jumping like you wouldn't believe.
What
Um,
I enjoyed watching your very first video. You were sitting in a little bar area, you were outside, and you were confiding to us that, you've really lost
yeah,
you through hell. People misjudged you. I'm sure you lost family. I did too. Like, you was like, maybe I said some things I shouldn't have said, and then I get it. I get it, but you had to get through it alone though, right?
I up and went to Sedona, and this is long before like the other realizations. This is when I was, oh goodness, I was trying to figure out what exactly was happening because I was military logical minded my whole life, and I got smacked with a spiritual brick, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. My higher self, he's quite the jokester. So
Yeah,
if you
so
want to
is
be pay
mine.
attention, yeah,
So is she's exact boy. And I find myself mentally talking to her all the time, but I'm starting to realize that she really has been she really is that voice in my head
yeah.
that's
She,
always been there.
she is you.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm gonna show like two more little short videos and then we can get this thing started. What I'd like to do with you and guys, I've never met him before, never seen him before. Last night, I promise you, I want to go over this one video that I have set up for tonight's stream. And I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to play it and I want to see your input on it
All
because I
right.
got a feeling that you know just as much as I do, if not more, about what's going on. I love your choice of words. First of all, I don't have a big vocabulary. I seem to stutter a whole lot when I'm talking about something serious. I just can't get it out. You, my friend, you have patience and virtue. You just kind of sit there, but everything you say, I resonate with. Everything.
Everything I
Everything.
said, I always felt awkward. So trust me
I
on
do
that. I was
too.
like, yeah, well, yeah,
Too.
it's
That
something to step
awkward,
into.
that awkwardness will make you give up on you.
Yeah.
It really will eventually. That's why you can't be. I was so uncomfortable many, many times during this, and I backed off a lot. But as I backed off, I realized that nothing good came from me. I was just a shitty mood all the time. I didn't want to be bothered with nobody. I thought,
Yeah.
y'all talk about me behind my back anyway. But now, you know what? Things don't matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore.
No, it doesn't. Speak your truth. That's the one thing. You always speak your truth.
110%. Okay, guys, this video right here, it's my video, and it's from the video that I showed last night. I just want y'all to see it on TikTok because I don't know, it's just better off. You know what? TikTok didn't allow the stepping sounds. I don't know why, but there's stepping sounds in this clip where you can hear him stepping. I want to know your thoughts on this frequency. All right, here we go. I'm sorry, my Wi-Fi sucks. Can't make it any bigger. Let me try. Okay. See, it won't go bigger for me. I'm gonna play it again. I don't know why it won't expand. Oh, snap. Look what I did. Hold on. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay. It went away again.
Right.
Sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. There we go. I want to make it bigger for you guys, but it just won't go.
Where is this?
This is in my mother's front yard when I was this was 5 years ago.
Wow.
See, you can't mistake. I wish I could make it bigger. It won't go bigger.
Yeah, well, I can. No, I was able to. Yeah, I can widen my screen. My phone does some crazy stuff now.
My phone will, but this laptop that I'm on is it's really old. But you know, it's got
like that for what,
screen.
2 years now.
Oh my Lord.
It's yeah. I want to show you that one too. I'm so glad you're here.
I've got to send you a picture. I wish I could say, yeah.
I'm gonna give you like my number so we can actually talk. That's what I'm gonna do. All right.
Okay,
that
figure.
I'm trying to there we go. It paused. Go ahead.
Yeah, that figure that's in there. I have a picture of him.
You know what? That's like my second or third time seeing him, and I stated, I think it was in the video, I feel familiar with him. Like I feel very, very familiar with that character, and it's not the first time I've seen him. So if you've seen him too, oh Lord help us.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I haven't shared that people may be able to see or not see, but you're talking complete battles in the sky, figures changing.
You reminded, or you didn't remind me, you taught me last night in one of your videos that you said, look at the light battle in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Then it sat with me like, oh, he's right. Because there's a separation in our skies. It's like a line. And it's been there, I would say, past 6-7 years. And now it's getting thicker and thicker. But one is light and one is dark.
Yeah.
Every time I see these little guys battling, they have swords. These guys are full armored. They have swords. They have everything. And now that I think about it and go back through my footage, you're absolutely right. It was always the light against the dark. There was never two in the dark with swords that were battling each other or in the light. It was a amazing breakthrough for me listening to that.
Yeah, and in the end, a lot of these scenes, I didn't want to see them anymore. Like I seen you post something and you said just stop or whichever, and I started, if it wasn't truth from source, because somebody told me to get my head out of the clouds, even though the clouds are part of me, but that's when I just put it at, okay, stop, unless it's truth from source, I don't want to see it. And it kind of toned down from there. But even the battle scenes afterwards, they'd break up and they'd be fine. It was like a show they put on for me.
Yes, and that's
my awakening was surreal. I had things blast out from the bottom of the sun. And,
yes, I see things go in and out of the sun all the time, and also see that right there at the bottom left-hand side of the sun. I guess this is where they go in at, because there is a being. He's half Jekyll and he's half human, and he has in his hand, and he literally reaches out and grabs them and pulls them into the sun. I've seen it. I have it on video, but these are the things that I haven't put out there yet because they're not ready. People aren't ready, so I'm doing it strategically.
Yeah, the last one I put up, I actually, did I even put that one up yet? You can see the clouds going in and out. It's like a tunnel, and I didn't put that one up yet. So I kind of stopped in the last week. I had to pause for a minute, but
I'm here to give you a breath of fresh air. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to show this one. This was a face of a Neanderthal. I don't know. They're all giants to me, but look how clear this face is. Look.
Becoming more noticeable. It's like oil and water. They don't combine.
That's when I was talking about the separation of the sky. One's like oil, the other's like water. They don't mix. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Oh, and that is a clear patch of blue sky that turns dark. Oh yeah.
See that face? Look at that Nephilim.
Oh
I
yeah.
wish I could make it bigger. I just can't. Look at that. If that is not a Nephilim, and people still are like, that was just luck. There is no luck with me. Like you said, I think that they're putting on shows just for me whenever I watch. Because I used to always say, there's a story here. There's clearly a story. And one day I could go out, and depending on my mood, I would attract the most icky things in the world. I'm talking with even infants. I've seen Baal. I've seen him eat an infant in the sky. Like just eat it. You know, the god Baal. Baal.
Yeah. Oh
seen
yeah.
him eat a child.
That's the whole thing. It's there's a lot to this, and I've been trying to ease my way into the more woo-woo stuff because everything that you see out there, it's all inside you. It's you create a lot of what you see because it's clear in your internal. Because we're all light, we're all dark. You have to be able to walk that center line. That's the one main thing.
That's where I need your input. I want to talk more about that so badly. Like last night, you described that we are all one, and there's certain things that you said. You were shooting the sun one time, and it was going in and out, and you had mentioned that even they are one with us.
Yeah. One of my last realizations. Yeah, yeah. Even creation. If you look at creationism and all that kind of stuff, they said, and God said, "Let there be light." How is that possible when God is the light? So if anything, he said, "Let there be dark," because the only way he could experience anything for himself was to experience his opposite. It's it was. I've had a profound week.
Okay, when you said, hold on. Once again, my laptop is dying, and I had it fully charged. Hold on. So, dude, I have a theory. I'm going to bring it by you real quick, and then I'll go to this video. If I don't stop talking, we're never going to get out of here. I have a theory that Source separated himself.
Yeah.
Like, he separated himself so everything could be balanced, I guess, in a way, shape, or form. Yep. And this is how, evil was created or started or whatever the case may be. But I think that when we say one, we have to truly, truly believe that we are one, which means our Source had to separate himself to have another, agenda or whatever you want to call it. That's just my theory. And I don't think he's a she, he, or nothing. I just think Source, light.
It is.
As far as how we are right now with our DNA, I think it was altered. I think that something was, I can't say that word either. Damn it. How about I just say that who we are right now as we stand as human beings, 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 eyes, was not the intentions of Source. Like, I think the intentions of Sources was here millions of years ago. We are have been altered, and we are like the epitome of mankind, really.
Now somewhere along the lines, what they say science-wise, like 200,000 years ago, something messed with our mitochondria and our DNA and supposedly changed us. That's the science explanation. I don't really buy into any of the science anymore.
Right.
But if you look at it, we're expanding. God's always expanding outwards. But when the light goes outwards, what's it meeting? It's meeting the dark. That's what I mean about living on the edge, because on that edge, you've got light and dark because the light's pushing out the dark. And then once we get so far from dark, if we went so far down into duality to experience himself and almost got lost in that, when he's, after breathing out, he's breathing in, then our path back in is ascension, and it's getting back to the light. It's, I didn't, I wasn't even sure. Go ahead.
Have you ever noticed that the faces in the clouds, they blow, they breathe? Like their mouth is always open. Either their tongue is out or their face is always breathing into.
Like they're smoking a pipe and it's just going.
Yes. I used to say blunt. I'd be like, look, he's smoking a blunt. Like,
oh yeah. Oh yeah. I had a very, very asleep friend, And she finally looked up and she's like, "What the heck?" She's like, "The lips aren't supposed to be red." Um,
Yep.
and then she just kind of buried it. But like even some of the battle scenes I've seen, there's always this cat, this Lyran or whatever it is, and this one massive ship at the end. And I stopped filming at that point. I was like, this is in my manic stage when I was like, what the heck's going on? And this whole cat head on this thing, I could hear it, and it literally came off, and then another one came out, and as he's coming out, he's blowing a puff of smoke out his mouth. I'm like, what in the world?
Yes,
So you are
that's
seeing
exactly what
exactly
they
what I'm
do.
seeing.
If you look in I'm going to play the video in just a minute, y'all. I'm sorry I'm
You are,
not in the
yeah,
chat. If
you
you
are a
look at
dragon.
the Bibles, right? If you look in the Bibles with the illustrations, if you look at the clouds around what seems to me is being Stargate, I know that the sun is a Stargate. I've filmed it many, many times. It was
Oh, our
overlooked as
son is definitely a Stargate. That's why I came back home.
I want to talk about that too. But if you look I forgot what I was gonna say already. Damn it. See, threw me off. If you Damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'll figure it out in a minute. Watch this video. This is I said revealing Sky B. It's another one of my TikToks. I wish I could make it bigger, but I can't. But this is like one of the machines. And let me tell you something. If you look right here in his eyes, in this eye of the machine, majority of these beings that I've been seeing in the past month have these big old eyes. Now, are they insectoids or is this the home of the praying mantis? But he looks machinery right here. Watch, guys.
Clearly you can see the difference between or how they disguise themselves. But this Joker is not cloaked.
That's a mantis.
And that's
Yes,
how they do it. And if you pay
I
attention
think mantis is
to the clouds, some clouds move one way, some clouds move another way. That
Yeah.
right there is an orb. And if you look close enough, hold on, let me pause it.
Yeah,
You look close enough in here, you can see three entities that are riding what looks to be like little motorcycles to us or scooters. Of course, they fly, but see, the whole orb right there moves all by itself.
Now, how can people not get that? Like the people, just average person who thinks clouds are full of vapor and water from the sea and all this shit. How could you? It ticks me off that people know they see it moving, strategically. Just they see it just coming out of the clouds, and people will still look at me and say that that's not what they see.
Okay.
I don't get it.
That whole March equinox that I went through where my limiting beliefs just got blown out of the water, everything shot from under the sun. One of my first videos before I started actually talking, I just had the camera up on the car and I walked off and I just let that film up there because I was in my daze and it shows like all the streams coming off the sun. Where I was standing from though, these things were blowing out from underneath. They were little angels. They were guys swinging pickaxes. There was a face literally looking down at me and he winked. His face like turned at me and winked.
I've got
And
it too.
And I have never come across anybody else that's seen it like that. I have come across some people that do see the figures, but I was in the middle of a park and it was a nice day and there's people all around. This is like probably the third big event that I had, and I asked for answers the day before. I was like, I'm ready to know who I am, this and that, and then boom. And I mean, there was even a cloud. It looked like Jesus, and then at his feet was a little baby Jesus. I blinked 2 seconds later. It's this big monkey and this little monkey bouncing by his feet. Like, okay, you got to believe
They
evolution.
shape shift so damn quickly. It is
Yeah.
amazing how they shape shift. Last night in one of your videos, you spoke of the way they move and what they do. You used another word for it, and I can't remember what it is right now. But God, thank you. I'm just like I've told several people, close people, that they blink. I've seen them literally blink. I know when you see the eye, you guys, and it moves. The eye's not following you. The eyes are cockpits. All these machines, the eyes of are cockpits. You can find beings, but the beings will sometimes walk across people like, oh my God, he's looking. No, he's not looking at you. He's walking across.
Yeah.
There was a lady on TikTok, this average old lady, grandma, nice lady, this hole in the cloud. It's surrounded by clouds. And then she was watching, bless her heart, she about had a heart attack. She's like, oh no. And you can see the being literally walking. You can see his footsteps, his arm moves, just walk straight across. I tell everybody. And it looked like an eye. The thing is, I don't know why their crafts are there. I don't know if they're like real crafts, but the thing is how in the hell What part of the world are you in?
I'm upstate New York by Niagara Falls, and that was definitely for reasons that I
I'm down
came
here.
back home.
I'm in Georgia.
Yeah.
I'm in Georgia. Am I the only one in Georgia that sees this? Yes. Are you the only one up there?
Um. Yeah, a couple people that I know are starting to see now, and like I
Yeah.
said, it's people around me they do start to see. When this first happened with me, there's a place called
That
Lilydale,
was
New
my
York.
next question. That was my next
Yeah.
question. I'm gonna give you the floor. Tell me how you got into this, and like when you realized that you thought you were crazy and all the whole nine. You go ahead. It's your floor. Go.
Um. I've actually never, I thought about sort of telling my story, and there's so many events. But like
Please do it here. I want to hear it.
I'll tell you the beginning parts, okay? Because
Okay.
all right. So I was Army for 12 years, and then I lived in New Zealand for another 12 years, and I moved back home in 2016. A lot of things, happened that kind of drew me back home. And I actually came back with my son. My daughter still lives in New Zealand. But I was just going about my business, and it was like 2020 rolled around. I'm deep in these political rabbit holes and everything else, and finding out a lot of disturbing things at the time. And it was actually January 11th, 2020. Never forget the date.
Oh,
I
wait
was
a
deep
minute.
into
You
what's
said
that?
January 11th. You said January 11th, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I was just supposed to do a
I'm one.
session
I
with
have
somebody.
one. This is crazy. I have 111 all over
One,
me. Like
one, one,
111
one.
is my shit. January the 11th. Yeah, 111. I have it tattooed. Well, now I have it tattooed here. It's in the middle of my paintbrush there, and it's on the back of my neck. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
go ahead.
There are no
Synchronicity.
coincidences.
There's synchronicity. Yep. Go ahead. I love you, Frizzy, wherever you are. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah. Well,
sorry,
I
Shan.
mean,
Go
well,
ahead.
okay. So the very first night, like I was deep in these rabbit holes. I came across some pretty disturbing stuff, and somebody I kind of followed, I was on and off, and I got this. It was the strangest thing because when I was in these rabbit holes, the internet would do weird things.
Yeah.
YouTube would do weird things. Like
Yeah.
YouTube pages, I would see somebody's post on something or whatever, and then I'd see the same thing when all these events started happening, and their posts looked like evil, and I'm like, what the heck is even going on? So I felt like I'm trying to find my way out of YouTube of everything. I'm like clicking on these nice links with frequency music or whatever. But this night, I came across. Okay, I mean, I'll mention her. I don't really care because I've chatted with her a little bit one on one ish in messages. JCK. She has quantum truths. At first she was a remote viewer looking under Antarctica and a bunch of other stuff, and I was kind of
Tried
following
remote.
along.
I couldn't get it. I didn't do it.
Yeah, yeah. But when I came across this one, I got sent a weird link with her number 77, which was like missing or something. And I'm coming across all of this, and I came across that, and everything I came across really hit me hard for some of the darkness supposedly in the world, and everything exploded. My vision exploded.
Yeah.
I see it to this day. I see energy particles around everyone and everything. It's like I explained it like a
You
million
said,
zillion little mosquitoes.
I'm sorry, when you said energy particles, do you mean their aura? Their aura? I see auras now, and it's hard for me to
Yeah,
keep. I have to keep my
no.
mouth closed. Like
See
I
this
know when they walk in the room, if their aura is darker than what it was when they went out, they got a bad attitude. You
yeah,
know?
see this for me this isn't auras. This is it's like if you believe in the matrix, the Metatronic matrix, the overlay, what everything we're looking at, if it's even reality, it is like a veil, like a layer that lays across everything and everyone, but it doesn't lay around like on top of people, it lays around them. And it's like the energy in the air itself. And I'll see this, it'll be like a tiny little swirl where I focus, and it's like my pineal is vibrating here, but I'm seeing it out there. And that's where it started with me. I thought I was going nuts. Um,
Okay. So that
yeah,
happened with me too, right?
yeah. What's that?
That happened with me too, I guess, and I just didn't. I still don't realize what the hell's going on, really.
You see the auras, or do you see it like
Oh,
everywhere?
no, I see the auras, and I also see what you were talking about. It goes around them because anytime I edit photos,
Hmm.
I was like when I first started seeing everything, every frequency of every color, every sound was going around beings, but now I see it with my naked eye. I don't need
Yeah.
anything. I can
Yeah. You don't
see
need
it,
the
and it's
lens.
scary.
Yeah. With
It's
me,
really scary.
it's not the colors though, and it's not just around people. It's around. I can see it like my walls will shimmer like a force field. It's around. It's around everything. It is. Yeah.
Stop. Just stop, because me too, but I haven't told anybody that yet. I can't say that. What the hell am I supposed to say? But I get it. And it's around everything. And I also know now, even my dog.
Yeah.
Even my dog.
I had a picture. I don't know where it went. I took a picture up the street, but the neighbor girl was walking her dog. I could see a little alien thing. Like it just didn't look real. Like I was like, okay, what is that dog? That is not a dog. That is so not a dog. Because it's the energy. Everything here is energy, and it's mixing right now. It is.
Okay, why are we? But what happened with me and you? Why are we seeing this and experiencing this? I'm going to show one of your videos in just a minute. I'm going to cue that up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
When did that start with you?
7 years ago.
Wow. Yeah.
7 years ago, and I broke my leg in 2017. Literally, I was about to go live on YouTube with another strategic channel that was Skywatchers, and I crawled up a ladder like a dumbass. It stormed the day before, but my ladder was on a whale, an old whale with bricks, and the ladder was in the center. I'm just crawling up, and I'm like, I think about shit, but I felt it when it was going backwards. I'm like, oh, I'm about to fall, and I knew there were bricks, so instead of busting my head, my ankle shattered on the bricks. So I had 6 surgeries. I also caught Mercer, the blood disease. I don't like to say that word, but had that in the hospital. And I really, really think that whatever powers are over me set my ass down. Literally set me down. Some people go to jail. Some people, they always come out talking about the Bible. But this did lead me to, and my husband passed. Well, him passing is really what brought me to the Bible, because I was curious about where did he go? Are they really, because that's the only person that's ever really died. I don't have many family. I got my mom, my sister, myself. That's it. So I got married. He died. And I was like, I wonder where he really went. This led me to the Bible, which led me to, that's when I started seeing things. Actually, it was orbs at first, little orbs. And then I would see half dog, half man all the time. And like I'd be like, my mom would be like, why are you screaming? I'm like, you didn't see that. She's like, no. I'm like, my mom never even believed in me at all. She's like, you gotta stop screaming. You're gonna wake up your stepdad. What the fuck about my stepdad? Like, she never believed. No one ever really believed me. And then it went to the point to where my kids were like, Mom, my son, literally Elliot, he looked at me one day. He said, Mom, what is going on? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you're talking about the sky. You're embarrassing us. All my kids, they're like, you're embarrassing.
Yeah.
Us on Facebook, quit. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all Facebook. They suspended me anyway from Facebook. I'm gonna give y'all Facebook, but you're not gonna touch my Twitter, and you're not gonna touch my YouTube. So they stay off of it. And it's been that way for years now. We just don't talk. And I agreed, as long as when I come to your house, now I have a grandson, when I come to your house, I don't want to see CNN, ABC, NBC, UHFB. I don't want to see nothing on your television that I gotta listen to. Television. And they're like, okay,
I haven't watched TV in over a year. I watched one little show with family just to watch it, but like no, because it's all even the ones we think are good.
I guess you start recognizing. Yeah. What?
Yeah, that actually just smacked me in the face the other day, because I used to love watching Tucker, and he was on because when I'm at work, I actually go in and they'll have things like in the background. I'm watching and I'm just thinking, okay, well, you're saying for the good, for the right, and for the good of this country, and I'm just thinking you're just creating divide too. So all of it is BS. Even the things that the return of a good president and all that. No, we weren't meant to even be controlled like that, period, because we're all creators.
As a youth, though, as a growing child, did you have a problem with the fact that we went to the, okay, how old are you, if I may ask?
I like to tell people I turned 40 for the 13th time. Now I'm 53 now. Yeah.
I'll be 53 in a week.
Yep. And here's the other thing is, like, it seems to be like, okay, you have come across certain other people. We're all the same age. I don't know what that's about either. There's like,
I don't either, but you just gave me
I've connected with. Yeah, 4 people I've connected with that are right at my age, and I'm not too sure why. I mean,
February 28th. I asked you this because a lot of people, the people I reside with are my age.
Yeah.
But I see like my niece who's supposed, where you at, Faith? I'm looking in the camera. Where you at? She's supposed to come down here. But I also resonate with, and this is all shouts out to Planet X Hunter because he started going live, and I haven't been live in a long time before this past week, and
Yeah.
I think that we all have to take a chance and listen to everybody in this community. You can't. Where was I going with this? It's gone now.
Hmm.
It's so gone. It's just whoop out of my head.
Some of them are some of the ones I followed. They're still stuck in the same thing, but
Yeah.
a few of them, they're way showers. I mean, there's people that are just starting to wake up and they need that. So
Okay,
that's
so
actually
let me
their
ask
job.
you this. How did you reference to these beings to your friends and family at first? Like, what happened?
About the beings, really didn't. I was just looking at the cloud. It was the cloud thing, and I'm like, you don't see that? And you know, I've got one family member. She's on the path a different way though. She's looking for God and everything else, which is good. You know, it's a different path, same destination. And I have another one that refuses to open her third eye. She has very vivid dreams, but now she's kind of starting to. So, but yeah, I didn't really reference the beings, and these greater beings are they're the same as the lesser ones. When you look at it, just imagine that we're standing in the eye of an avatar. We're these tiny little specks, and we're making up all this. There's things that are below us that are the same thing. Energy is, it's exponential above and it's exponential below. Because I can see beings, my trees. The trees are huge,
Oh
not
yes,
even,
I like
even
that.
more so than the clouds. Yeah, I haven't
I've
even
done the
really
same
talked
thing.
about the trees. Yeah,
In my home, like I actually, people on YouTube thought I was insane. If you go through my channel or just talk to me, I'll send you some links. I used to film everything. I'd be like, look at this guy, and the light would rise, a shine, like if it was to shine a light on something like this, it would shine, and the light would rise, like as long as I had my camera on it. But my curtains would make the face of a damn demon.
everything.
And then these little light things would just jump everywhere. I'm like, literally, guys, if y'all didn't know me, I'd have been burned at a stake easily. Just
Yeah, it's everything though, but every single thing down to that, most minuscule little bit has consciousness. Everything. If it takes form, it has consciousness. It's thinking, it's aware,
That's
and
me.
we're part of it. We're part of it.
It takes form. It has consciousness. Hold on, I'm writing that down. Writing it down. And you know what? I don't mind writing stuff down. Like I have to because I'm a weed smoker. I smoke a whole lot of weed. A whole lot. I need to though, because if I don't, I'm gonna lose my mind.
It makes me cough now.
Well, the good stuff
I
does.
was old school.
Who knows what we're smoking these days, though? Okay, say it one more time. I forgot already.
Well, I'm just saying, like everything exponential above and below. Every little particle has consciousness. Like if you when I look to the trees, I'll show you some pictures. I haven't even started going into them, but you can see the images in the faces, in the eyes, in the trees. And then when you get closer, you see smaller ones. And then you get even closer, you see smaller ones up until...
It looks like they replicate. This is how I know you're telling the truth. Oh, my God. Lord God. Woo! I'm sorry the house can hear me, but damn, they do. It's like they replicate one inside of another. You're amazing. Like, oh, Lord Jesus, I'm not alone. This is why I drink.
Now,
amazing.
Actually, look at all the battle scenes and everything you see in the sky, right? Everything, it's made up of all the tiny little particles. There's light, there's dark, there's light, there's dark. It's all intermingled. This is where
the trees were aligned with the clouds. It's like I used to be like, all right, look at your tree, because the tree would have a face of a monster or something. Now look at that cloud. Now look at that cloud. And I would be, how can y'all not see this? These are not shadows. The shadows that have come, shadows have fucking shadows.
Yeah.
And so on.
The trees and the clouds, they're connected. I had the end of one battle scene where these clouds ended up blowing in. I can find that video for you because you watch the clouds and they all come in, they get behind the trees, and it looked like they were reuniting with the freaking trees. Like it was like a welcome home thing, because that was like one of the last battles I seen until I posted that cloud line along the Niagara. And that was strange because you can see all
I
the
watched the
faces.
video too.
Yeah, there's a long 2-mile cloud, and you can see like the faces like changing. They're looking up like a bomb was coming down, and then all of a sudden they're like boom, and it showed like a bunch of like dead beings. It was like the strangest thing. And then something spit something at me, but yeah.
But I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that are spitting. They have a mouth and they spit all the time.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the 2-mile cloud, but yeah, that 2-mile cloud, in that one there was a ship that actually, I could see it rotating, and my screen went weird.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My nieces,
No.
both of them just came through here. Sorry. You can say hi. I got a guest on.
Hello.
Me.
Oh, it's warm in here.
Yeah, keep it warm in here. You want to say hi to the people? Another niece lives downstairs. Hi.
Hello.
Your mom's supposed to be joining me. So
She's outside the shed. She told us to get out for a minute.
Okay, well, tell her that she told y'all to get out for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, y'all need to go tell her that I'm live. She can come on and get on if she wants to. Okay.
She knows you're live. She told us.
Well,
Okay, sorry.
I mean, one thing with some of the younger ones right now, there's younger ones that are starting to wake up left and right. In the last month, there's people that are just going, what is going on?
It is amazing. They're coming out left and right. And that's why I know that we are somehow or another, the light is coming toward us and we are getting lighter. And I want people to have an understanding. I don't know if you're going to relate to this, but people have that understanding of what dimensions are.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I understand it 100%, but you guys have to realize that there are parallel universes. They very much are. And are you experiencing any kind of stepping outside the third dimension? Any at all? Like I am. I have like 5 nail files that I didn't buy. And I've always, when I miss one, right? Y'all, this is the Mandela effect for me. When I can't find it, I'm like, where the hell is it? I'll find one, right? I'll use it, put it back. And I'll do the same thing. What the hell I do with my nail file? How come I had 5 nail files? 5. And I only bought one. But every single time I was looking for it, I was putting it back where the other ones are. And then one day I was like, how the fuck I get 5 of these? Like, no idea. None at all. And
it's a lot of little things. Well, I mean,
go ahead.
Part of that walk at the beginning too was the Mandela effects. I mean, if people haven't looked up the Mandela effects, look up the Mandela effects. You know, what do you remember of Nelson Mandela? I mean, we were pretty young. He died. But apparently in history, he got but in history it says he got out of jail and lived up into his 90s doing things, you know, doing good and doing all this. No, the man died in prison.
He died. Yes, he did.
And there's people that are like, no, he didn't. It's so you look at, I mean, there's so much.
Can I give you my cap on Mandela effect?
Yeah.
I truly believe that CERN, Switzerland, I think that's where Satan is, or Lucifer. I think he's underneath CERN. I thought he was under the Vatican for a while, but when you start really getting down to some scriptures in the Bible, I'm looking to CERN, Switzerland. That's where he is. And I forgot what I was about to tell you. What was I about to tell you about? What were you just saying? Never mind. I'm going to set up your video right now. I'm going to do it from my phone. I'm going to hook it up here. Hi, Chit Chat. My Chitty Chat.
What I can say though, CERN.
Go ahead, say it.
Nah, CERN. Nah, it's okay. So you got.
Oh, okay. Now tell you now. You just remind me. You said CERN. I believe that they looking for the God particle. They're slamming molecules together, particles together, slamming them, and it's 1 degree under the speed of light that they're slamming them together, looking for the God particle. But
it's not possible.
Okay, why isn't it possible? I guess my question would be to you. You don't think that's? I think they slung us back 3 years into a parallel dimension. That's what I think.
I think they. Okay.
Is all about.
Yeah. I want you to actually step back and just relate that to the news and what you think of the news, and they want people to believe this or that. why would the news be causing divide, or these doomsayers? Why would they be putting that out into the public, into the collective? Yeah, because do you believe that we create our reality?
Frozen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did I freeze? Of
Do we
course I
not?
did.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
froze. Exactly what you were talking about. You froze.
yeah, that happens. But if we are creating our reality and you put it out, oh, CERN's doing this, and they're looking for the God particle and they're going to smash everything, and Nibiru's coming and it's going to crash everything, it puts that fear into the collective, and the
And I
controllers.
don't mean to fear
Yeah,
monger. And I
but
don't think CERN has anything to do with Nibiru.
no, neither
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
has to do with the other, but it's the story, because if enough people in the collective believe it, it can become a reality. But
Well,
right now,
that's what
all the other timelines, they're done. There's like, we're running two timelines right now side by side. All the other realities, it's by two at the moment because of where we're entering in the galaxy. There's so much to it. It's and this is the deeper stuff I haven't gotten into yet.
Okay, well, I wanna ask you a question. Like a
Go
lot
ahead.
of people think that The Simpsons, the cartoon, predicts the future. Like because every time they do come out with one, it happens years later. But my thing is I'm trying to convince people it's not it. What it is they put it out there, you watch it, and
Mhm.
as long as you perceive it, if
And you believe it.
3 million people watch it, you're going to make it happen. And this is what a God meant, I believe, or Yahweh, whoever in the Bible wrote, we can move mountains
Yes.
literally with our thoughts, y'all.
Yes.
But you got to understand, it's collective. They make the cartoon, they put it out there. You watch it. You also perceive that what's his name, and his daughter died in that helicopter crash. It was crazy, but you guys watched it. All of you thought about it. Y'all brought it into existence. That's
Mhm.
how I feel.
Yep.
Like we are bringing all of this to existence because they're writers and they're editors. They're putting it out there for us to watch and believe.
Yeah.
Once we watch and believe, it presents a story about a rabbit. You're in your head, you're thinking about a rabbit, but same thing with subliminal messages in cartoons and movies. It's a cartoon because they really want you to watch it. But it's
Yep.
unbelievable what's going on. But you guys are making it happen yourself. If you watch The Simpsons and you watch that video where that helicopter went down and there was a father and daughter inside, you helped make it happen. That's
Yeah.
just my belief. The power of thought. Your power of thought is so strong. This is why if we all unite and think the same, we can
Mhm.
make a huge difference. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Creation is your imagination. Your thoughts, your words can create realities.
Yeah.
But right now, it's like going through the eye of the needle with this energy and everything else. What they try and put out there to get people to buy into with the fear and everything else, it's coming down to they are thrashing to keep control, because these are going to split. And I completely believe in the split.
Where does the negative energy come from? Like, who are these people or beings? Like, what are your take on that?
I've come across different theories, and it's an odd thing, because when I'm looking at my perception of everything and the way that we create the reality, was it negative beings, or is it a whole bunch of souls? We came down here to play with duality, and some of them that realize what we can do are the ones that are controlling the game. They're not wanting to reconnect to source. They want to stay here because they like the game. I don't know. That's just something I was thinking about, because I mean, if there was pure evil out there like that, yeah, I couldn't see it being hidden like that this easily. But I mean, people are blind to what I see just floating around in the skies and everything else, and very strange things. So yeah, that's something I've really kind of been thinking about. But yeah, I kind of stopped asking questions, because as soon as I stopped asking questions, I progressed a lot faster.
I
Let go and
stopped
let
for a
God.
while too. But it's always good to question, though. Always ask questions. We can't just sit and settle with one thing.
Well,
We just can't do that. I
part
don't
of
care.
my
Go ahead.
yeah part of my path at the beginning was completely about, it was about the Hopi prophecies. It was about
Yes.
putting on the full armor of God, the 144,000, everything else, and I still think of source and everything else like that.
What is
Somebody else,
144,000 to you now? The 144,000 is different to me than it was before.
yeah. what I knew of them, what I knew of that at the beginning, was it King Herod or whatever, like just killed all the babies and all that kind of stuff, and it's supposed to be the saints and those innocent souls when Jesus comes back. That's what's supposed to rise up while humanity goes one way. They put an end to the darkness. That was the story at the beginning. I grew up Catholic just till 5th grade. I lost my faith in God up until January 11th, 2020, from 9 years old.
You grew up
I was completely disconnected. Yeah, but I grew up disconnected by 9 years old. I didn't believe in it. But now the 144,000, it's a frequency. It's not a number.
That's right, and it's not 144,000 people.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you know what the frequency? Yeah, the 144,000. That frequency actually is unity consciousness.
Really?
Yeah. I came across. I don't even know if other people had seen that, but it was like this frequency music I heard, and when I popped it on, it was 144, whatever. And yeah, it said unity consciousness on it, and I listened to that towards the beginning. There's somebody else I came across too, and I still listen. I still listen to somebody else. I thought he was a complete nutter when I came across him. I'm like, okay, dude, you're not right. Yeah.
And now
I rolled back around him 2 months later, and he was the reason that I stared to and through the sun, and that was like my massive first event after I seen all the particles. So I'm in that same park.
Yeah.
From March last year, but this was even the year before. And I'm standing in the back of this park. I'll tell the second part of, the awakening. But I'm standing in the back section of this park, and I'm listening to him, and he's saying, you just got to do it. And I can't find this video of his either, and I've chatted with him also. He kept telling me to stare to the sun. He's like, you can do, just keep on it and right through it. I watched these people walking around the park, and they had their dog or something like that. There were a few other people, and they were talking about something, and I could kind of hear them, and they passed by again. I'm still staring through, and I replayed his thing, and I'm watching the sun. They came by a second time. It's not that they were having the same conversation about the same thing. It sounded like they were saying the same exact thing, and I'm like, did a double take, looked at them, and then I kept staring at the sun. And if you ever heard how the Bunsen burner from high school, like if you turn the gas up too much, it went. Yeah, the third time these people came around, and I was like, what is going on? I'm looking at the sun, and it sounded like that. And it looked like the sun went out in green behind a cloud. It looked like it started dropping down. And then the silver linings, it was real bright, and they just floated out, and it looked like they reignited the sun. And it was, it was then that I really started questioning everything, and that was only 2 months after I snapped away.
And I watched one of your videos last night. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I have to tell you.
No, you're fine.
You actually showed the sun, like I call it liquefied. I've got plenty of videos of the sun. It looks like it's been heated so much that it drops and it spreads and it goes to another orb. You also have that. I saw it on your channel where it looks like the sun is melting. It looks like it's just dropping. And I have that. It looked like the sun dropped out of something, then dripped down into something else, and it moved on. You have the same video, the same thing. And I was, boy, let me tell you, that's what kept me awake last night when I saw that video. I'm like, there's no way in hell that he has the same thing. Tell me what's going on with the sun while I set up your video, if you might. Please.
Yeah, if you see the sun behind me in a lot of pictures or video, I didn't really put those on the Facebook, but you can see this complete grid behind me. It's like a geometric shape, like I can show you those. I haven't put those up though.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but listen, every time you say the word sun, every single time you glitch. Every time you did it a few minutes ago, I was like, is it because he's saying sun? You just said it again and you glitched again. Every time.
Well, that's my son anyway. It's not your son. We're all different.
See, you glitched again when you did it. Oh my God, that's crazy.
That's funny.
Okay. Woo. Sorry, but you do glitch every single time.
Okay, I've watched my face glitch now, and that other person that I said that I went back to, Michael, like, bless his heart, I even told him, I'm like, I got in touch with him. Did it do it again?
Yes, but listen, last night I was watching another one of your videos and you were this is okay, before I watched one of your another video, I was like, you were referencing to glitching and stuff. And I sent you a comment. I said, sometimes I see my face glitch. Like if I take a picture, half of my face will look like the sticky notes that you stick to remind yourself or something. Half of my face is like that. But I text you this in a video. Went to your next video and you were talking about even your face. It glitches when you take photo. It was just synchronicity. I just left you that message, and then I watched the video. It's like sometimes my face does it.
Yeah.
Just left that message.
Yeah, the one I did, the creepy time video I did for Halloween, which is another synchronicity, but that's showing something else, and I've actually got some footage where it's even worse. it's like it's like okay, so the sun is right behind hitting the projection. And I can see my own projection and the way it's actually glitching out now. So there's something really about to pop, really about to change.
That's what I was going to ask you. So what exactly, like, what is the reasoning for all these glitches in our photos? Can you just tell me a little bit about what is, in a nutshell, what is going on with us, everybody?
Because we're aware. If we're seeing it and we're aware, this is the whole thing. For where we are right now, it's not organic. This isn't an organic reality. I don't really know the answers to that yet. But everybody here, when you said at the beginning of this cast here that, Source is projecting himself, each and every one of us is, I call it, we're a shard of Source. Everybody has a part of God inside them. And every little shard, every little fractal of God right now is experiencing itself. We're all one. So you're another aspect of me experiencing in a different way, and you're going to bring it back to Source. And when you start ascending back up to Source, then we become one again, but we all come back with these experiences. And it was supposed to be going back out and experiencing again. Something went wrong here. They got stuck. The games got played. I don't know who it is. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's
Yeah. But I like to agree or disagree with you, and people need to understand that not everybody has to agree with everybody. You can be friends. You can be cordial with one another. Like he just said something I don't agree with, but is he mad about it? No. Am I upset about it? No. That's the only way we're going to grow. I mean,
because
trees don't grow without sun and water. Y'all, we need all ingredients. So let's be collective.
Your perception, how you're experiencing it, is your perception. You have to respect other people's journeys regardless, because in the end, we're all headed back to the same direction, So you cannot disrespect somebody else's journey, period.
You made a comment on one of my videos about my voice. What did you mean by that? A lot of people they're like, oh, I love especially men. Oh, I love your raspiness. I don't like my raspiness.
It is, it's not really in the voice. It's kind of in the frequency. It's, there's a number of people I've connected with, and it's like we activated each other. Like one person, well, actually two, when I connected with them, their skies, like the dragons and everything else that I see, because it's not just the ships anymore. It's all about the dragons now, which is something.
Oh yeah, dragons, 100%. Yeah.
It is. As soon as they had connected with me, I started seeing more in the light rays that this one seen, and then her and the other friend or whichever, both on the path different ways, both think things differently a little bit, but their skies exploded like mine, like within a day. Like the next day, their skies, they were just like, what is going on? So yeah, if your skies change drastically, let me know. Because
I will. It might not be tomorrow. I have my grandson all day and all night tomorrow, but maybe the next day. But can you feel when the skies are going to be relating to you? I can. I feel it in my neck, I feel it in everything. Like go film right now.
My whole body gets electrified now, but it's in the last month.
Right?
Yeah, in the last month, I haven't stopped. Yeah, in this last month, it's every day. It never goes away right now. But at the start, I followed another one that
I'm in my head telling them. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm in my head telling them I have my grandson. Oh, we did it again. Go.
Uh,
Go. Your turn. Go.
all right. Like somebody else I followed, like
Okay.
on the Schumann. What's going on? Am I glitching?
Because every time you want to say something, I want to say something. Then I say go, and you start to go, and I want to go anyway. It's just
Go ahead.
okay. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I tell people that when not people, I tell them when I feel those aches and those whatever going through my body, I'm like, I can't. I have my grandchild with me. Like he's only 2 years old. He'll be 3 in 2 weeks, but I'm not gonna drag him outside in the cold so I can film. So I take a BC. I just deal with the aches and pains because literally my body will hurt. But you said it might be shock. It might be, but it's uncomfortable for me if I don't get out there.
Yeah, a lot of people feel it like that. I've never really gotten the ascension symptoms, which is another thing I'm not entirely sure of with me. I can feel the energy, and I followed another one that was big on the Schumann resonance. We've had what 4 or 5 X-class solar flares this week.
I'm confused about the whole Schumann thing.
Yeah,
I'm on the I'm like standing on a damn what do you call it? I might go over because I can't get it. I don't reside with it right now.
Me with the Schumann, it's not that I got it on that spiritual level, but the thing was with Susan, when I started chatting back and forth with her, and I've watched her grow spiritually too. It's fantastic. But the way she describes everything or whichever, every time I saw a video of hers, like a day or two later, she'd show like a peak or whatever, or this is what's happening here. And I was feeling that usually 24 to 48 hours before it hit. So I was like, hey, Susan, I was like, I'm going to check this out. Next time I feel it, I'm going to flick you a message before you even get whatever out. Sure enough, within a day or whatever, it went boom, so every time that spiked, I was always feeling it before everybody else. And then the next day, people in my group and other people I talk to, they're just like, holy crap, did you feel that? I was like, yeah, I've been sitting here for about time. Like,
it's so hard for me to reside with. I want to call Planet X Hunter Dave. I want to call him, be like, hey, I'm but he's married, he's got his own life. Excuse me, and he don't see like I do. And I do the same thing with Chief Strongbow. Chief Strongbow, if you don't know who he is, his channel right now is Tree 2 something. He was my one go get to guy on YouTube. I used to watch him anonymously, never left comments, never did anything. But I was like, damn it, he sees things, he knows. He's talking about the ships and the little beings and everything. But I was happy enough to meet him. Like he's just a part of me that is like, thank you for helping me take that leap. Thank you for encouraging me to go on YouTube and show my face and talk about these things. Have you met that person that for you? Like, was there anybody anywhere? It couldn't be on YouTube or social. It might have been in front of your face that made you think, damn, I'm not crazy. I am right. Whatever I see.
That was a guy that I rolled back around to, and that's Michael. There's another channel, Our Everyday Lives, and he has been doing this for about 4 years now, talking about the shift, talking about, he's the one, 144,000, the Hopi prophecies, and the Rainbow Warriors, and just the shift in general. And he's even changed gears and speed in the last 6 months. But when I rolled back around to him at the front nearly 2 years ago, and this is the one I was listening to when I watched the sun dip down. But I ended up, I jumped on his Patreon. We had a couple little exchanges. I'm like, Michael, do you see everything behind you in the trees and the clouds? Because I literally seen like dryads floating in the trees, and they're all watching him. And he's like, no, I don't. But other people, a few other people have told me that they see it too, and I believe them because he gets messages and feels it in a different way. Me, we're visual. We are, and I didn't understand. Yeah, I didn't understand the messages I was getting at first, but now I understand them when I do see them. But now the dragon, and now that they just come. And somebody else tried to tell me that I'm creating all of that.
Yeah, somebody told me that too.
Yeah, I didn't.
Dragon, you're creating it. No, I'm not.
I believe that we do up to a certain point, but the things that happen sometimes I'm not thinking about them, and it always comes before a massive event. So there's something outside of us that is part of all of us.
That's interesting. I'm going to start looking out for them, and I'm going to try to tag it on massive events. But I never even thought I was even connected to them in that kind of way to have any knowledge of what's about to happen. Yeah, you probably
I tell you
are.
what, if we like connect and we trade certain things, because it'd be like too much to talk about, but I'll tell you the probably 5 different events that completely blew my mind. And yeah, I realized that, yeah, there's so much more. We are so much more. And I kind of know who we are. And yeah, I have a different outlook on that, but we might wait on that. I'll have to think on that.
It is like, it does boil down to, well, to me, that we do create our own reality. Just say so. Like, if you know better, don't do it. But a lot of people, just like people who wake up mad every single day, don't realize that they're feeding this to the universe, and that will come back to you. I mean, whatever you do in the mornings will come back to you at night. It might be a year or so. And karma is very, very real. She can give and she can take. You know, we have to all try to just be honest with each other.
Yeah.
You know, just try to be nice to each other. Look out for each other. And it's not about helping that old lady across the street. It's deeper than that. If you know your neighbors are hungry, go feed them. You know, if you know that if you know for a fact that somebody abusive to somebody else, I'm not gonna say male or female or vice versa. If y'all know this popping off, get involved. Do something. People are just letting this world go, and they don't give a shit because they are worried about, people disrespecting them and thinking that they're like if I was to break up a fight between a man and a woman, I feel good about that because neither one of them should be hitting each other. There should be no physical contact, but people will shoot you down. But you shouldn't have done that. Why the shit that they're putting all over the internet? You who are holding that camera while they are fighting or while a woman is being raped or whatever, you behind that camera, you're the cause of it. Because people would not continue to do things if they think they wouldn't get filmed. They're going to be famous for it. So all you people who I've been wanting to say that for a long time. All you people who are out there filming fights, filming this, you are just as much, and you should be judged just like the person who threw the first punch. Because you didn't stop it, you're encouraging it. That's bullshit.
Now put that on. I mean, you even put that on a grand scale, and what they showed of the certain things I was in with the political and all the other stuff. That the initial thing that started dividing people even before the virus hit or whatever it was. I'm not even afraid about talking about stuff like that because I would post stuff on freaking Facebook that was wild, crazy, and I never got touched. Never got suspended, nothing. Somebody would post a little meme on a certain president or whatever, and boom, they're banned for like 30 days. I never got touched. It's sealed in the forehead. It ain't happening. It's interesting.
What is your take on the whole? What's your take on the whole outbreak thing?
Oh, it was bullshit. It was actually meant to shake people to wake them. Some people say that it was meant to separate and divide. I think it was meant to kind of separate, make people go, what's going on? And then maybe take a look within. But a lot of them just didn't. They, a lot of people really didn't stop and look at
like our Georgia Guidestones.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the Georgia Guidestones clearly told us that there was in 7 different languages that there was only going to populate, the earth was only going to be populated with so many and so much. And you know what? That shit supposedly got hit by lightning. Now, the thing is I believe because so many people are awakening and are ascending, even the people who ascended already still watch over us. I think that if too many people read that in 7 different languages that they were trying to literally the world should be full of this many. It's population control. Much better control us. The less matter. I get it.
Yep. Oh, you froze.
But just before they came out with the total death toll from the what you call it, the shit gets shot down overnight. The shit gets shot down, falls down, the whole thing, and they say it was a lightning bolt. Kiss my ass. This came from underground. I think they did it deliberately so the people who are waking up can't read the fact that they've already told us what the hell's going to happen when they said only so many millions will be here. It's just like maybe somebody like us was going to walk up and see it and resonate with it, and there's going to be a whole different opening. So they just assumed to blow this shit up. It came from underground.
Yeah. From when those came out, and I actually didn't even know about those beforehand, but once I actually watched them or kind of heard the story behind them, I was like, nah. But once again, that's something that they want to put into the media, and then this has been here, and these they don't know what this is, and this because they want to put that belief into the collective.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
for those of us that were awake and aware, we were like, no. Now, if you look at when I said 2 timelines side by side right now, that timeline's been destroyed by higher powers.
You think like the Fibonacci, right? Isn't Fibonacci about the timelines that split and they curl? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
in the actual that actual Fibonacci spiral,
mhm.
there's one that stems from the Tree of Life, and the other one's like the Metatronic. There was one that was a false reality, the false matrix, and then there's the organic. And the Fibonacci is supposed to split, and this is where we're coming
we're
into
finding out. This is our timeline splitting.
Yeah, but it had to come down to the 2 to begin with.
Splitting up. But I also heard that the reptiles also have this thing that I don't know how you feel about reptiles, but I'm just saying the race of reptiles also have this thing to where they tried to stop it. They tried to stop the split, and it didn't fucking it just didn't work. So we're still splitting.
Oh, it won't happen.
Is that what you're talking about? You're talking about okay, good.
Yeah, Project Looking Glass.
Go ahead, I'm sorry. Rainbow.
Oh, I'm just saying things like Project Looking Glass, where they looked ahead and they could see all the possible outcomes, and it was going to come down to 2. Well, yeah, that's where we're at. I have another person that
it really pisses me off now.
There's so much to talk about. there's another one that there's somebody I connect with, or I connected with, and it's still the same thing with CERN and everything else, and I'm like, you have to stop worrying about that. Just know that you're in control of everything there. I believe there's some of us that are here. We're holding pockets right now, because she messaged me. She's like, "What the hell?" She's like, "I think she's down like Alabama or somewhere like that." But she's like, "I'm always hearing sirens. I keep hearing sirens." She's like, I'm in a little backwoods town." She's like, we have like, it's like a 1-horse town, 1 cop." Lordy. But she keeps hearing sirens in the background.
No, I hear them.
And
you know what else I hear? I also hear. This is crazy.
I've heard gunshots. I've heard. I mean, I'm between Niagara Falls and Buffalo, pretty dense area. The Native American legends of the dragon in Niagara Falls, believe it, because that's what I connected with, and that's why I came home. And that's the other part of my awakening, where my trees and everything else.
You know what I hear?
I've seen him. Yeah. Go ahead.
I hear like a baseball or a football game, and I can hear the announcer. I can hear the announcer talking about the game. I hear it, and it's been for 2 years. I've been hearing this shit, and I haven't told anybody. I asked my niece the last time I heard it. I was like, "Do you hear that?" She's like, "What?" I was like, "Is there a baseball stadium or high school or something around there?" She was like, "No." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? You don't hear that?" She's like, "Auntie," I said, and I said, "Shh, listen, I can still hear it. It's like a speaker at a football game. He's just announcing the game, but it's so staticky." And
do you know what you're hearing?
Do you
know what you're hearing? You're hearing the other timeline. You're hearing the other reality that's still running side by side with us.
No. And it's like
that was something.
I'm at the games now.
That just came on before. I mean, I hear music.
Sped up.
I'll be.
No, you just sped up. Your whole video just sped up.
I just watched myself shift in a different video I put up too. Oh, well, that I took too. I watched I went, and I was like, oh, I shifted. So yeah. Expect your skies to get a little more interesting.
I'm sure they will, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm very much looking forward to it. Absolutely, because just like you said, I guess we're our connection, and thank you again, Frizzy. What's that, Frizzy? I have in the chat. You guys, I'm so sorry if y'all were in the chat. I'm just like, it's Frizzy. Hold on. I can't even find it now. Frizzy. And something else too. I lose things. Okay, say I have my lip gloss, right? I have my lip gloss. I'm just gonna set it right here. I guarantee you, in a minute, it's not gonna be there. I have to find it across the room. And I've been doing this, and I keep telling people, like, I'm not losing my fucking mind. If I set something somewhere and I come back 2 minutes later, it's way over here on the other side of the room. Is that happening? I mean, it's happening too much.
Oh, you froze.
Way too much from shit or sitting. It's happening a lot.
Yeah, things like that haven't really happened, but I've noticed like things that didn't look, they looked out of place. Like I passed them before, and I'm like, that wasn't there before. There's a sign when I drive up towards Niagara Falls, and it says Fort Schlosser or something like that. And I mean, I'm from this area, and I remember I was going back and forth to the falls since I came home in 2016 because I love it up there. It's only 20 minutes away. And I do not remember ever seeing this sign for Fort Schlosser. And I'm like, what is this Fort Schlosser? It relates back to like the Indian trade when they used to come up the Niagara to like park there or something like that. I mean, I've looked into everything from Tartaria to, you know, the pyramids and everything else, the Sphinx. And it just, I was down in so many holes. And now when I look at when I can look at some of these videos or whatever, I don't even see the actual true buildings. I see the freaking energy. It's, yeah, it's all perception right now. Everything out here right now is perception because we're at some in between. We're at some living on the edge of dark and light, and it's all mixing in. But yeah, for me, I didn't really experience that. But here's the one but is every time something happened, I turned around and I was like, okay, I'm anchored. I am anchoring. And I made sure that I kept trying to anchor. So yeah, it could be like a jump up and down.
I think that you're simply amazing. And I want to say thank you for having the courage to do everything that you've done. Like I went through almost the entire channel, but you have also walked the same path I'm walking. And it was just so nice to read your comments and everything. Just like, oh my God, there's actually another being who's been through almost exactly as me. I met other people, you know, like Chief Strongbow and other people, but they really don't. They see the entities, but they haven't like really related to them. You're the only person I know that actually relates to it. So I appreciate you. Go ahead.
When I went to Sedona, I just up and went to Sedona, and this is long before all of my other realizations. No coincidence. Long story short, phone went dead because I wanted to go to the Hopi reservation to the Mesas. Phone was dead out there. Couldn't stay in a hotel. 100 miles away. I drive up the road. This lady gave me a number. Couldn't call him. And I got in touch with the same guide up a dirt road that was supposed to guide me, but we ended up going to the House of the Sun, like 130 miles north of Sedona. Tens of thousands of petroglyphs. All these Native American tribes had gone through there, and that was the first time my hands lit up. But even this video here, when I first took this, I was like, I leaned my head over when I'm looking outside, and the clouds looked flat, and I'm like, what the heck? So I kind of looked up again. Yeah, I looked up again, and you can see people walking on this. Wait till you see. I'll show you the next one I was going to put up.
This is my favorite video. Well, that I've seen from you. You guys, this video is amazing. I'm just gonna go ahead and let it play because I'm about to go smoke me a blunt. And y'all, if y'all feel like you want to set this up, let me go start it over. You want to go ahead and set it up for them?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, it's 17 minutes long, people. I'm not going to skip through it because I feel like that this needs to be seen. Like this has to be seen. And if you feel like talking through it, you go right ahead. So let's get it. Let me know if y'all can hear it. So turn up the volume here. I think am I supposed to turn off here or on my phone? I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, I'm gonna let it play right here. All right. Anytime you want to step in, you just go ahead.
I suggest you go ahead and watch it. This is a complete follow-up on our
You got me on this video, absolutely.
You are surrounded.
Does your son look like that?
I went to do this video.
Like the still frame you just did?
Kept going on along the way.
No.
But have a look.
Like,
see how everything is.
Let me go back a little bit. You talking about this still frame you did? Where'd it
go? Oh, your son in general. Yeah.
Yeah, my son looks all kind of awkward and messed up.
Okay.
Messed up. I have the beans coming out in and out of it, but I haven't showed that yet. So, yeah.
And see things you're truly surrounded by.
Listen to this man, y'all.
Much in this video, but we are all energy, frequency, and vibration.
I'm turning it down. I'm trying to turn it
it's
up.
Like that Higgs boson, and out of chaos comes order. But everything from the micro to the macro
Seven
You're a miracle.
Scald and
Thank you.
hello. Tenfold is still here.
And so is everything
Master
else.
highs. So Scott, you're here. Thank you. Love you.
Yeah, let me see if I do that. See if it goes bigger on you.
Oh, that'd be great. I got widescreen now. See it on my phone. Look what he does here, y'all. You are a genius for doing this, though. How you slow it down.
When I adjust it more, you can see even more up underneath or inside the clouds.
Beautiful. Look what he does here, y'all. He freeze frames them, and he has the color tone. You can see the beam.
These things were actually, that entire pattern was actually blue sky.
Exactly. Fake blue. I call it. This video got me hooked. Thank you so much for putting it out there. Y'all enjoy the video. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll suggest anybody on here start pointing your cameras up. Just start looking at them. Yeah, start playing around with them. Perception thing. So many dimensions. I don't think I've even rewatched this. It's crazy.
This video is incredible. I have to say this. Look, I got this MC. Y'all see him right there. He has his arm up, like, hey, right here, right there, right there. He's just like, hi, how the hell you doing? I saw it in your video, but you didn't like emphasize on it, so I didn't know if you saw it or not. But he's right there. Hello,
if you pan in to any of these gaps, you just keep seeing more and more. It's
more and more and more. Yes, yes. This is how I believe.
Look at the little face on the bottom right there.
Go ahead. No, what I'm saying is, like, I believe that them replicating over and over, this is how they would take over. If they can replicate and come across, come on. That's
they don't replicate. I wouldn't say they replicate. They're just there, and we just never saw them.
What about seeing one and then two and then three? It's like that Asian doll that you take off. You know, that doll that wobbles. You pull off one, there's a smaller one inside. You pull off another, there's a smaller one inside. That's what I'm seeing.
Because what you see there is when you see one, and then all of a sudden you see two, you're seeing 1 inch, one little smidge of a dimension deeper in.
So they're falling on top of each other, right?
Yep, they're all there, just like we are.
That's interesting. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. Get it. Anytime you want.
And the only thing I did was played with the contrast and everything else. If you change the frequency, yeah, everything's a frequency and a vibration, color, sound.
There was one time that I think you brought up inverted. You brought up inverted in this, I believe, because I like to take my videos or my frame shots and turn them upside down. I get more. What did you mean?
This is the first time I ever did that. Yeah, I ever even thought to do that because I cranked my head sideways and I was like, those clouds don't look right.
It's so damn natural to do it. Like, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna do that. Like, you have something inside of you that says do it, and you do it, and then you resonate with it. Like, damn, it worked. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had no idea why I decided. I was just like, okay.
Your higher self told you to. He said do it, and you did it. Hang on for a minute, y'all.
The dark and the light both exist within and without. You just need to balance, acknowledge. Feel free to pause this, scroll back, zoom in, do what you like. Go ahead and look for yourself. I am not looking for validation.
I'm dropping the link again if anybody wants to jump in.
So much more than
7.
we're all appropriately.
Yeah, I've had further realizations since this.
Every minute, every second of every day. people resonate with dreams. My niece is coming on here in a minute to talk with you guys about dreams. Her reality is her dream. Literally, she's picking up her dreams and I never. Casey.
You know, some will look at this and, you know, they won't really make out the images. Depends on their vibration.
Exactly. I have come to believe that each and every one of us have a piece of this puzzle. And we have to endure each other's whatever they're resonating with. Like Seven's called and he resonates with, you know, the sounds and the frequencies of being a better being, you know, more humble being. I want to learn that. There's so many things going on that we all have to collectively interact with. You don't have to believe what I'm saying, but at least watch and acknowledge. Don't get anything from it, that's fine. If you don't watch it and acknowledge it, you don't get credit for it.
But on another realization, when you're vibing high and you're really feeling it, other people around you will be able to see. The one I said that was blind and asked about the red lips. He
discovered a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So her mom came home. I'm friends with both of them, about 10 years apart on each side.
Right here.
And every plant in her house was vibrating. Plants vibrate around me. They move. Trees move. Clack. Yeah.
Well, yeah, on TikTok, on TikTok, they have this thing to where the trees are literally uprooting and walking themselves. You won't see that on YouTube.
I've seen that, but yeah, I mean, I'm like literally, I'm walking into this one trailer with my friend or whatever, and both these trees before the summer hit and they got the leaves or everything like that. Every single branch on these tall ass trees went, you know, all clicked together, and just like I'm like, what was that? And that was at the beginning.
What do you think? Where are they going? Where the hell are they going? They just uprooting because, you know, Mother Gaia, our Earth, she's going through the same things we are. However you treat your body is how she's being treated, just the same. You know,
yeah, well,
I don't know. Uprooting them, getting them the hell up out of here, because all the videos I've seen, they never show where the tree ends up at. They just follow it. I guess they can't run after it. But yeah, you're very right. I see it on TikTok.
My main one doesn't like being filmed, but like a couple times I asked him, and yeah, he let me film him, but he's tied with the dragons.
So the dragon. Okay, I want after this video, I want to talk dragons. I do.
Not too sure. Almost looks like some beam is projecting all this, and when you look closer.
See, to me, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not gonna do it. Well, I'm only gonna do it one time. To me, the being is right here. You see, there's his head, there's his shoulders right here. It looks like he's holding on to whatever this is. See him? He's right here.
When I seen that in a different light and can't quite see it in this video, it looks like he was projecting those two long slit eyes.
These right here and right here.
They're like eyes, and then when I pan in, you can see a little dude inside the eye.
Yeah, there's lots of little dudes everywhere, but the eyes, I'm phenomenal. Eyes get me all the time. I can go film and I'll be like, okay, in 2 seconds, yep, there it is, big old eye, huge. I want to know what the whole eye thing is too, but I have to stop talking. We have to stop talking, my friend.
Some guy looking out his window.
Yeah, we can carry on another time.
Random. Trust me, there's so much more out there.
Oh, see, he's fuzzed out on here.
Can you see the chat room?
And everything.
Yeah, go in and say hi.
Remember last video when I said, look at that clear
on my phone?
What's going on with the sun?
You can see.
We're going to get a better look. Everything's inverted. So I just flipped everything upside down.
I think so. Oh, yeah.
I felt that nudge to go ahead.
See, now those to me, the flat clouds that you referred to them earlier was flat clouds. I call these eggshell clouds because over the years, I've noticed them. When something is about to make a significant change, the eggshell clouds show up every single time. I've seen orbs shoot out of these guys. I've seen these guys actually form a being like whatever's going on. This is flatline, flatline clouds.
And do so. And yeah, instead of looking at it like you're looking up, look at this like you're looking down. Your perception will change.
And they shape too.
Yeah, if I try and do the
before,
chat, I can't
has
see
energy,
that from the
frequency,
phone.
and
We have a
vibration.
different device. You can just
Everything in
put it on there.
existence.
I'm reading mine from a
Yep,
different
so
device.
that's my gift with what I capture. And then when I change it,
Indeed.
I'm changing the frequency. So I change the vibration, which helps a lot of you to see. Enjoy the rest of the show.
This is just another guy on YouTube, you guys, that are doing the
TV
same
that
thing we are.
And then that's definitely check out the last video.
I am still live. You ready? Oh, no, not really. You can have it. Chocolate covered strawberries. Anybody? Around that other chair. Go ahead. So my niece is here. We are going to start talking dreams. If anybody's interested, I don't know much about dreams. All you single gentlemen, do not run onto my niece. She's single.
Yeah, 3 different layers there.
There we go. And I like the way that you do that because you stand against the clouds and it just resonates with me. There's one more on your channel. I'm gonna cut this one short and get the other one on your channel that I want. And you know what? Thank you for reading your comments. I was so afraid. I was like, he's not gonna read his comments. He's not gonna. If somebody else is on his level.
I try and reply to everybody that I can at the moment. Yeah, the personal connections, it's hard to keep up sometimes because yeah, when they start realizing they're blasting me with their pictures. So
yeah. Okay, so we're gonna pause this one. I'm gonna take y'all to his channel real quick. So y'all please go like and sub. Oh, now it wants to go bigger. Go like and sub. Get there. Oh, here. I have to go to my library so I can see my previous videos. Or I could have just went down, huh? Dum-dum. Photo. There it is. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Yeah. And now it's just doing whatever the hell it wants to do. Sorry, I guess I'm losing the Wi-Fi. Not happening. You know what? I'm just going to do this. Boom. Boom. And that's just what I figured out. My niece is about to join us, but I do want to show your channel. You can talk if you want. I'm just make sure I get back on here and show you a whole channel real quick. And a lot of people probably did not resonate with what y'all just saw. But if you go look at it for yourself, you just might, maybe.
there's the one. I think I put it in the 2 videos, and I know one's in the anomalies one, and that's the one that makes everybody go, what the, WTF? What was that?
Do you know how to put the link? If you can put that link in the comment section, I can run it.
I'm not too sure which one it was, but it literally, it's not even a long one, but the very first one, it's only a minute clip of that, but you can see something come down into my sun and punch it.
Split between the sun, is that the one you're talking about?
I just glitched out again.
Imagine that. You do have one where you have that long line in between the sun. Is that the one you're referencing to? No,
this is yeah. I can have a look afterwards and maybe just pin it in the comments or whichever because
yeah,
it was a 30-second clip and it was an accidental clip. I'm going up from and it shows me going up from the fence line and I have it on the sun. I didn't even catch this. This is from June last year and I caught it in like September, October. But something comes down and it punches into the sun. Like it goes and my sun goes and then it pops back out.
Yeah. But you know what? If you was to show that to people, they're probably like, nah, That did
No,
not happen. You edited that.
that's actually what's made people go, "What was that?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. And you know what I noticed? You have everybody go like and subscribe if you want to. But I noticed your videos are all on point. Your subscribers, not so much so. But you know what? That's what happens with good channels.
Yeah.
Your material is so good that they don't subscribe. I get it. Y'all go on over and like and share with him if you will. His page is incredible. Like he's got so
I
much
really
going on.
just started doing these probably 4 months ago. I kept getting nudged to do them, and I kept trying not to. I wasn't sure if I wanted to step into that, but yeah,
Is it more popular on your Facebook than it is on YouTube?
it's about both. Yeah, I think in the Facebook group, I think I got like 1,400 members.
Yeah.
A lot of them are just like, I don't know, they're just like scrollers or something. But I do have. For me, it was meant. I don't really care about the followers. I don't care about subscribers. But there's certain people that I needed to definitely meet, and that's what brought me to them. Finding them, my whole search in
Well,
the
that's how
beginning.
I feel about you.
Yeah, from the
Yeah.
beginning, I was trying to find the others, because I just want to find somebody else that actually seen what I see, and I found people that see parts of what I see. Yeah, you're probably the first one that's like seeing a lot more of it.
Do
Yeah,
you know what you need to do? This is what you need to do. Reside with me more. Like we have to become partners now. I mean, it's inevitable. We have to.
our
That's just
main thing that we have to do is just hold the light right now, because for where some individuals are, and it seems like we're strategically located different parts, it's like we're holding the light for denser areas, for bigger areas around us, for those that don't see, and those that were manipulated
come on
and
in, right?
they can't see. Yeah, and
You know, earlier you said something. I just want to get back with you. You said, "And let there be light," right? And you were like, "Well, how can there be?" Because in the Bible, people, there was light before the sun.
Mm.
He said, "Let there be light." The sun was not even created yet.
No.
So I think that's the light he took from us. No, he didn't just take the tree of life. He took that light from us. For us to be able to have that DNA. You know what I'm saying? That upgrade from the sun.
Yeah, I don't think we're the first though. Like they talk about the human collective, people that tie into the Pleiadians and the Lyrians and all the other stuff, Arcturians.
What is your take on that? What is your take on that? I truly believe.
The thing is, I think it's all tied together. It could be us in future nows. Because my whole thing on that was when my sun exploded during that March equinox, at the very end, when it cleared up, I turned around, there's this misty cloud, and I watched 2 orb ships go zip, zip, in and out, in and out. I went home, everything was still like clouded over. I'm looking up in the sky, wherever the clouds like had a little circle, there's a star in them, and then the clouds parted. And all the stars are red, and I seen a ton of ships. And that's the night my tree. I'm looking at the tree. It started glittering. I watched all this particle energy, and it literally came at me, shot into me, and I busted out into tears. I'm standing in my driveway at 3:00 in the morning, and I went up to the tree because I wanted to know. I knew the trees were trying to say something, but I felt, I was like, are the giant trees gone or whatever? And I felt like they weren't gone. Now I have a different outlook on our trees. I almost think that our trees, we're inverted here, and these trees that we see, they're the roots of the great trees. Once you can turn it back around.
That's deep. That's so deep.
Yeah, and it's something with when I talk dragons, you talk archangels, you got the aliens, you got the archangels, you got the dragons. Dragons were first light. Yeah, the dragons were first light with the archangels.
Okay, but the archangel mythological look, mother and daughter. Y'all know Demi. Hello, Demi. This is her mom.
I made this. I've been here since day one.
Yeah, I've been here since day one. She used to talk to them when she was like 3 years old. Read to them.
Fantastic.
So, year 3.
Year 3. But guess what? She's got to leave the room. We're going to talk grown up talk.
Bye, guys.
This is the gentleman. Did I tell you today that somebody, I went on the channel last night and I can't believe that he knows the things that I know and can't tell. Yeah. I didn't tell you that. Anyway, somebody told me to go to his channel last night and I did. And here he is today. he sees and does the same as I. And
That's synchronicity.
No coincidence. It's all
No
synchronicity.
coincidence.
There is no coincidence whatsoever.
This little one right here has been with me. Like, she used to go outside me. What are you gonna film today? Of course, I never told her what's. I mean, she's almost 12 now. So, but I never really told her exactly what was going on. But what I would do is to make me think I wasn't crazy. I'd be like, "What do you see right there?" She said, "Alligator." I ain't tell her to say that. She didn't even hear alligator. She just say it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm always telling people it's like the clouds we remember. Oh yeah, nice puffy little bunny. No, now I'm seeing like stuff like battling and
No,
everything
because
else.
you know
I'm
what?
like,
They
yeah,
would
that's
put it,
not the same
on
cloud.
the news. When somebody
Yeah.
saw a bear or a heart in the sky, it would be on the news.
Oh yeah.
Yes, say something.
Can I tell you about the story?
Go ahead. She's got a story to tell y'all that she saw in the clouds. She is a descendant from me. Go right ahead.
Okay, so in Arizona, it was like really hot, so I feel like I was like dying because in the car I didn't have no air conditioning. So we were going to aquarium, and I was just like I was dying, so I couldn't like move or anything. So I was just looking up, and I was looking through the top window thing, and I was looking at the clouds. And I was trying to see what I could find in it. And I saw this one big cloud, and it looked like a kid, which I mean a grown up who was like doing something to the kid, like either like shooting its powers, I guess, to it. Like it was like an angel kind of. It was like shooting its powers because that one little streak of line, it was lighter.
She's 11. I'm just saying, like, this is beautiful. Go ahead.
It was lighter than all the other clouds, so it's just that one little streak. So it looked like it was shooting a power to like this kid. That was all in one cloud, but it on the bottom. So like the grown up that was shooting the powers was like on the top. So I thought it was like an angel
Shooting powers.
Yeah. I thought it was like an angel. So it was like right here, and then right here. So like the kids right here, and the angels right here. So right here, it looked like something else was shooting its powers, but it was darker than the rest. So I thought it was like demon or the devil.
Wow, I have watched them battle in the sky, and yeah, what you've seen, definitely seen it. You were seeing past the veil. Wow.
What? At 11 years old. Like, she's incredible. And I inspire her, and her mother is right with me. You know, I inspire her to look up every day. You don't have to film anything, but just look up every day and resonate with it. And she does. She just told a whole story from a picture, guys. From one photo, one still photo. She has a whole story for it. And that's how I believe we need to be. What do you think, Frequency?
Okay, so for her right there, when me and you connect and we can trade a few things, show her a few pictures of the trees, and she's going to see everything. Because I have another connection. Her daughter is 7, I believe. She is so connected. She is like she sees it all.
I take pictures of the trees. I'll be like, I can't take a picture of a tree because I'm gonna see a face. I don't want to take pictures of the trees today. And she sees them. She knows.
And she is golden, because the youth that's coming in now, they are more awake, and they're going to have more of their memories, and they won't be shocked. They won't be shocked when because a lot of stuff's going to happen. A lot of people are going to just snap awake, and it's going to take some crazy stuff to happen to them for them to awaken. And
depending on the level of crazy, we don't think this is crazy. A lot of people, if they were to hear her talk right now at this age, they would just think she's crazy. Like, literally write her off and be done with her. But she's got auntie right here, and she has her mother, who y'all about to see. Look on her side too. Whatever you see, you see. And you know what? It's okay to tell people now. I think it's okay to tell others.
You know that that movie on Netflix, Don't Look Up. If y'all
Don't look up.
If y'all have not watched it, you should watch it. Because you know how they have to tell you without telling you. You know, like they have to tell you what's going on. So they're telling us beforehand, you know, and what is that woman's name? Clinton or Hillary Clinton?
Hillary Clinton,
where she's like, oh well, we haven't cracked the
glass. Glass.
They're really for real telling us
that's the one thing with the universal law. They cannot lie to you. They have to give you the truth, but what they do is they twist what they want you to believe into the truth. There's another old movie called They Live.
Don't get it. What is it?
Did you ever hear? remember they lived. The guy finds a pair of sunglasses or whatever. That was like Rowdy
I
Roddy
feel like
Piper.
that, but I don't have to put on the glasses.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He
Tell
could
you.
see between and everything.
Yeah.
And
Hi guys.
there's other things I've seen, but we'll share that another time. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
me too. We can have a whole show.
What I see now and what I feel is yeah, that's talk for another time. I see things shifting. Period.
Me
I
too.
feel
I
that. I
told you
feel that.
outside of my eye, I'm like, what the hell just happened?
I can put my hand on a car and I can feel it. It doesn't a car, a desk, it doesn't matter.
You know what though? If you do have a sudden death here in this realm, I'll know why.
Mm-hmm.
You're being called like immediately because if you have stuff happening that fast, you're supposed to do what you gotta do because they need you up there.
I think I don't know if I was blocked from it from when I was young, lost my connection until, to God, to everything, or if I was just hidden or what. But I don't put myself above anybody else. I've never done that. And there's certain people I've come across.
Me neither, ever.
They want to be like that. They want to be like, well, we're doing this and what's wrong with these people? And I'm just like, listen, if we're here to help them, then they're side by side with us. We are no better than anybody else. Because if we're all aspects of each other, then those people are us. It's it's so convoluted, so much to it.
I mean, I know as a child I had a connection, but I couldn't tell anybody I was seeing little girls walk around in white stockings and shoes. Right. I was seeing that throughout my house. I saw demons in my hamper, your hamper in your bathroom, see them every time. And then the movie E.T. came out, extraterrestrial, but Elliot.
Yeah.
And when that came out, I was like, this is how parents react to kids. No wonder he hid E.T. in the closet. This is, I do it too.
Yeah.
But you give me the confidence to like, okay, well, I'm not and there's people, if you're watching this today or tomorrow, or I don't give a damn next year, there is no way in crap in hell that this gentleman has seen and been through what I have. I'm all the way in Georgia.
Yeah.
And for either one of y'all, if you are seeing things, it's okay. Bring it to me. I'll break it down for you and I'll show everybody. Because I think that a lot of our youth are scared. They're scared of being judged. They're scared of, oh my God, I can't tell them I saw anything in the sky because I'm going to be a nut.
They were also put down, though. I mean, look at the education system, everything else, telling you, they program them from 1 to 7 years old, plopping them in front of a TV with all this other stuff. And this is how you're supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to look. And yeah, you're supposed to grow up, get a job, go to school, get a job, work, pay taxes, and die.
Everything they say, do let them educate you. Don't think for yourself. Never think for yourself. Do what your teacher says, and whatever your teacher, what level she's educated on, that's the only level you're gonna be educated on. Wherever she believes, you believe.
Yeah, that's almost over.
I'm sorry, but I had to get it. You have to get a high school education. Why can't I? You know what I'm saying? Like when you tutor a kid at home, they still have. You go by their rules. No. What if I say no to his story? And you can't even say Jesus in school anymore. You can't say God or Jesus in no public schools anymore against the law.
Well, at this point right now, that sun's getting so bright, it's the Christic light coming back in, the return of Jesus and the return of Christ. It wasn't about a physical being. It's about this light coming in.
Exactly.
And it is healing everybody's DNA. And our DNA is not 93% junk. Our DNA is 93% light and sound reception and transmission. That's what we're doing.
The light probably is white because maybe that is. Whoa, you just got me.
Yeah.
Maybe the light has changed because it's white now. It used to be like vibrant yellow every day. We know it's our sun, but
this is my thing with the sun. When I said that I stared at the sun and it went out, I have been staring to and through the sun ever since. My eyesight probably has gotten better. I can see through it. It looks like there's a ring. It used to look like there's a ring around it. Now it's so powerful, but even at 12 noon, whatever, I can look up. It does not burn me. It does not affect me. I can look away, and you know how you'd be blurred or blinded. And I'll look at somebody and I can pretty much see them. It does not affect me in the slightest now.
One more question before I let you go.
Oh, you're good.
Flat Earth or globe?
Neither.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a flat
I guess we might have to have another conversation. It's
because
neither.
I think it looks like an eyeball.
Then what do you think it looks like?
I think it looks like an eyeball.
Like a donut?
My niece asked, "What do you think it looks like?"
This is where I can talk about the field and the construct and everything else, because if I said it in like posts that I do or whatever, we're like the S curve.
I know you talk about your field. Like,
Yeah.
you mean like 10 feet away from me, to me, or what kind of?
Like, no, when I'm talking about my field, I'm talking about everything that I know of the earth, of everything else. It's like the sun. Everybody's sun looks different because it is
Yeah.
different. For me, your sun is the apex of your field, and mine's been getting lower and lower and lower and lower. And it's like okay, I gave this analogy to somebody before, and it kind of made sense. This one analogy, you look at a whole bubble bath, right? You got
Right.
a bazillion bubbles, and all those
Right.
little bubbles, they're everybody with their own consciousness and their own perceptions and everything else. And in this big giant tub is all of those that's encompassing everybody's singular field. So it encompasses everything. And as fields cross, some bubbles will get bigger because some people are seeing the same way or
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
But
I get that.
that's what it's like. So when you're looking at this reality, whatever it is and however it exists, it's a realm to me. I mean, I think there's things outside of this reality, but somehow like the human collective got locked into it, and yeah,
One
they
more
just
question.
can't
Do
wake
you
up.
think that do you think that our reality is the matrix? Are we in a matrix? Are we in a, what? Yeah.
I don't
That's
know if
another
an outside force did it or if we did it.
That's my
And just
question. Who
lost the
put the
memories.
dome over us and why?
Yeah.
Because if Yahweh placed this dome over us, it didn't work. We're still
Okay.
being recycled.
If we know the karmic recycle thing, that's broken. That's done. That is definitely done. That's one thing I feel. But if
Hold on, my niece has a theory. She's never been on with me. I love this. This is faith.
I'd
from
like to
Real
hear
Nice
it.
It took me so long.
Okay.
So I don't know. I was on Facebook and I was
Sit
scrolling,
here.
and this video that I came across, this guy was trying to explain that. Okay, so if you ever seen that movie Avatar, where
Yep.
they have to put on like put on a suit in order to be in contact with the same people. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So somebody was saying something about how Jesus came back as a human.
Mm.
So like from whatever he's from, you know what I mean? God put him as a human to come,
Oh, you
to
froze.
come talk to us in a great place that he has prepared for us, you know what I mean? And so that's the way that he had to come, was through a human body so that he could talk to us. And so like that was kind of like, I don't know, kind of comparing to it. So it's kind of like, that makes sense.
That's why we crucified him. Why though? Because we were scared that it was humans who crucified him.
There are
die
stories of Jesus that aren't like common knowledge or whatever. But the one thing I definitely believe about Jesus is, yes, he was the son of God. We're all the son of God, and the sons and daughters of God. His DNA was the divine blueprint of it, and he was an ascended master. Like if we've come down here as starseeds and light workers and everything else, we've come down the same way that he did. But when he came in, he had his memories. He actually disappeared for how long? There's like a massive chunk of his life. And Jesus was an ascended master that had his memories and knew who he was, knew who the rest of us were, tried to get those teachings out, and the controllers, they didn't want that out because
I just want to say my belief real quick is that there was no crucifixion. The crucifixion was to us, our DNA. We had a strand of DNA tech. This is just my belief. I believe he ascended with his father. I don't think he ever died. I think he just like Enoch.
Yeah, when you look at the metaphysical side and the tree of life and everything else, it's got everything to do with the Christophia. There's so much to it. Like I said, we could sit here and probably have podcasts for like a month and still not get through it.
I know, right?
There's another thing.
But yeah, I mean, another thing with Jesus on top of it is, here's like a quick thing on this, is only family could go down when somebody was crucified. So why did Mary Magdalene go down and wipe it? Why was she able to be down there and wipe his face? And who was Mary Magdalene then?
She was
Jesus'
his
wife.
wife, I believe.
Yeah, she was his wife, and after that, she went off to Spain. She created basically the Sisterhood of the Blue Flame, and he has DNA descendants here, and I'm pretty sure that Jesus was probably only here about 1,000 years ago, not 2,000.
I believe that too.
His time
And
has been
also,
skewed. It's been messed with.
Listen,
Yeah.
it just proves that back in the day they considered, because she was with Jesus, she was a whore.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they used to all they consider Mary Magdalene a whore.
Yeah.
It's just the same thing going on today. If somebody gets with a celebrity today, they're a whore. You're nothing more than what do they call them when you chase after a
Yeah.
gang or whatever.
So you know,
Yeah.
like so you know, one day in heaven is like, what do they say? A year in no, one day in heaven is like a year.
It's
in
supposed to be
our
1,000
time.
years.
1,000 years.
Yeah.
Okay. 1,000 years to one day. Okay, so Jesus is coming back on the 6th day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the year, or this year, the Earth will be 6,000 years old this year.
I didn't know that. Is it?
According to the Bible, I think. Yeah.
Well,
Something
then
like that.
It's something like that. Somehow or another. So it's supposedly it's supposed to go down this year.
Yeah, I mean, me in time, time doesn't exist. Everything is happening in every now moment.
It is man-made.
Every now moment.
I don't know if you were trying to leave, but just I know we keep saying one more thing, but I wanted to share my dreams that I've been having.
Next.
My dreams that I've been having just recently.
That's what we're gonna do, but let me get you in there. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Sorry,
listen.
she didn't understand. So I'm gonna let her do this, because if anybody else is in the chat that has dreams, I don't have dreams of the end of the world. Jesus doesn't talk to me. I haven't, done anything. But this one, who is my niece, she is having dreams that she's never had before. First, they were frightening. I'll let her explain it. But she is going through an awakening through her dreams, through her damn dreams. So if anybody else in the chat room has experienced this, I want y'all to hear her out, and then y'all can
Revelations. I mean, the apocalypse. The whole definition of apocalypse isn't the end. The apocalypse means it means a great revealing. It's a great revealing. That's the definition of apocalypse.
That's what the awareness. Right. We're going to talk about dragons later, though. I love you and thank you for being here. Please stay in the chat room. I'm going to let her take over. Thank you.
Will do. You got it.
She said thank you. All right. Love you. Bye. Okay. Here we go. Woo. Right over here. Hello, everybody. This is my niece.
Hi.
This is Faith. Her real name is Faith, for Faith for Real. So, hey,
you
Dennis.
can call me Blessed.
You can read the chat over here whenever you want to, as they come in, if they do come in. I don't know. There's more watching.
You can send it to me so I can send it to people on my Facebook.
Yeah, I can. I just don't have Facebook. So sit here. She wants to talk about dreams, you guys. She's like literally having livid dreams, and it's really concerning her. So go for it. Talk about your first dream if you want. Your second dream. She's a little bit nervous.
I forgot to get that dream book from Lulu. Lulu, can I have that dream book real quick? She's watching.
Is Lulu watching? Hey, Lulu. Lulu is our downstairs neighbor. She's awesome.
She's like my auntie. Well, this is my auntie, but she's like my third, fourth mom. Just kidding.
No, she really is.
She's a very good friend of mine.
So shouts out to the chat.
I love her. Kind of like my sister, wife, mom, and
shouts out to. Here, read the chat. Just shout out.
Okay.
Just start somewhere. You don't have to go all the way up because they're probably not here.
Okay, so what is Architechnology? Get Into the Sun by Sean Lennon.
Look what you can do.
Oh, I want to listen to that.
Look what you can do. Go up here to wherever you are at.
I want to listen to what they were saying.
Hey, Zoo. Zoo's been with me a long time.
Yeah. He says Architechnology.
Hey, what was that?
I don't know.
Where's he at? Where are you at, Zoo? It's probably still not here.
Okay, so.
Oh, here we go. Well, yeah, there we go. Right here. Look what you can do. You can put this on here. Show. Really? Right there. And then as you go down, you do the same thing.
Okay, I want to do that, Sean Lennon. I want to do that. This
I
one.
want to do that. Who's here? If you're still here, put a 1 in the chat.
Getting the Sun. I want to listen to that. He said you want to hear it. Okay.
Okay, I'll show you how to do it. Go ahead, go to your.
And we'll talk about
Actually,
dreams in
here,
a
go to
second
my
when I get that
phone.
book.
Look, go to the link here, and then I can put it on there.
Oh, you.
Yeah, I can put it on there. You gotta do it from my phone.
Oh, I was just gonna play it from here, but
No, you can't because I'm gonna put it up here for you.
Okay.
I'll split screen it and you can show it.
get into the Sun.
Where is he?
It's under the Zeus Scott one.
I know. Where the hell is he?
Hey,
Where's the link?
Trace B.
Did he leave a link?
Get into the Sun right here.
I know.
No,
You can't do it from there,
no.
silly. I need to go from here. Find it in here.
Can you send me the link? Get Into the Sun by Sean Lennon. Look it up on YouTube and give me the link so I can play it.
She's so awesome.
So, you said you're a dreamer, Trace? I'm not one to, like, I don't really like my dreams. They're too real because I know that it's probably a different realm, maybe.
I think she does dream in a different room, you guys.
Or I know that dreams are supposed to, like, you know, show you something. Oh no, I want to go get that book.
Tell him a dream. The book will be here.
Okay, so one of my scariest dreams I've ever had in my life, and it might not seem like scary to y'all, but my daughter is 11. I was in jail, and yes, I've probably had the worst dreams. The devil definitely lives there. Okay, and I'm just getting chills just the way,
okay.
you know. So parts of my dreams are, you know, I blurred out. I don't really remember. But I was in this old abandoned house, and I found this fish tank, and in the fish tank was this white dress, and so I picked up the white dress, and I'm like, Demi, oh my god! And it's like one of those like old, young, Victorian type like child dresses, and so it was real like, you know, it was real eerie, and I turn around and my daughter's wearing that dress, you know, and she's just running around the house, and all of a sudden somebody is coming with a bat. I don't know who this person is. I can't see their face, but they're coming with this bat, and they smash the glass on the fish tank, and all the water's running out. And so, of course, my daughter's running, and she's running and running, and I'm trying to catch her, but she keeps laughing at me. And she's laughing because I can't catch her. And she's running. She runs outside, and it's dark, but all of a sudden it's light. You know, I can't really explain that part, but all of a sudden it's light, and I'm looking into this cornfield that she had ran through. But it wasn't a cornfield. It was a sunflower field. So I go through the sunflower field, and I'm trying to find her, these stalks of sunflowers. And I see her, and I'm like, Demi, what are you doing? And she's standing in front of this one sunflower that's her height. And she's just staring at it, and I can't get her attention. So I'm like, Demi, what is going on? And as soon as I look at the sunflower, it was like a time lapse of a sunflower, you know, from beginning to end. It was dying. It was a slow motion time lapse of this sunflower just dying and withering away. And you know, in the Bible it says, one of my favorite quotes, it says, like, wildflowers we bloom, and then we die, and we're back into the earth like nothing before. And so it's just like, that was like one of my scariest dreams that I had, because I mean, if y'all could just see the vivid time lapse of this sunflower that I had, it was just so creepy to me. I don't know. And then, like, within that same dream, I was, oh my God. Okay, so somebody got shot, and it was snowing, and I was trying, and then there was blood everywhere. So I was trying to find someone to help me, and I end up at the swimming pool. So I jump in the water, and when I get out, there's all these kids. There's all these kids that are surrounding me, and they're just laughing at me, and they're telling me Jesus isn't real. Jesus isn't real. And I'm like, y'all are lying to me. Jesus is real. And so they try to hold me underwater, and as I'm underwater, I'm looking up, and they're all laughing, but they all have black eyes. All of the kids around me have black eyes, and I'm being held under this water. And so and then that dream, you know, was over with. But it's just, you know, I can't remember all of it, you know, but these are the parts that are real vivid to me. So in that same night or whatever, I was in a different house and my son was trying to play tag or hide and seek or something like that with me. And so I'm chasing him around the house, and I had this wine, and I wasn't supposed to be drinking this wine. So when I went to go pour me another bottle, the glass broke, and then the wine slipped out of my hand. And so my son starts laughing and he runs away. And so I'm like, what is he laughing about? And so I'm chasing him around the house and I can't find him, but he's still laughing. I can hear him laughing and I can't find him. So all of a sudden I start panicking. But I realized when I woke up that, you know, the devil is going to come in the form of everything that you desire, and he's going to come in the form of children, because people are not scared of children, you know what I mean? And they're laughing at me because I don't know that they're evil. Like they're making fun of me is what they're doing. And so it's just like, I don't know.
Anybody else is residing with dreams at all? Trace, are you? God's handprint. What does that mean?
When it got light and you were the
light,
were the light.
And do you know now? That's that face I love. That's what she needs. Wow, really? Yeah. Do you know now that sunflowers are growing against the sun? They're literally turning against the sun. They are. That's what I wanted right there. You made her think. That's what I want.
That's so crazy, because I've been, you know, I don't know why I had those dreams, but I actually know that there was a demonic presence that was trying to attach itself to me. I know there was, because that day when I was in jail and I was having those dreams, I had gotten moved to a different cell, and I was with one of my, and she said that she's you know, she's Hispanic, so she's one of those witches that the healers, or some type of witch, you know, I don't know.
Wickery, maybe
a Wiccan, or
yeah, Wiccan. It is
like
Wiccan.
that.
I don't think that's
something.
evil.
I don't know which. But she said that she didn't really set night. You know what I mean? Because I had been there for like 2 or 3 days, and she said she could not sleep at night because when I was sleeping, she could feel my dreams.
Wow.
And so the night that I had those dreams, I also had another one, but this one was where it got scary. Okay. I was in the same, I was dreaming, but I was there in my room, and I was awake in my room, and there was me looking at myself in the chair, and I had a darker, manlier voice, like evil manlier voice, and I was laughing, and I was saying that it was over with and nobody can help me, and you know, and I'm just like, what is going on? So in jail you have this button on the wall, right? And you can touch this button if you, I don't know, shit yourself or something, I don't know. You know, you press the button if you have a problem. So I got scared when I saw myself, and this person who wasn't me was inside of me. So I tried to throw a blanket over it, but it grabbed me and it was holding me back, and I couldn't press the button. I couldn't get to the button. And I was saying, I rebuke you, I rebuke you, I rebuke you, I rebuke you. And when I woke up, I opened my eyes, and Rose, my friend, her name is Rose, she was in my face, and I was on the bed and I was on the top bunk. So we were face to face. And when I looked at her, she was like, Faith, are you okay? And I'm like, what's going on? Like, why, what's going on? Why are you in my face? You know what I mean? And she said, do you know that nothing would wake you up just now? And I'm like, seriously? What do you mean? And she said, I had to say Jesus.
Oh, did you cheer up?
No. But she said, I had to say Jesus. Like, you wouldn't wake up. And the only thing that got you to wake up was whenever I said Jesus. And the reason why I wasn't able to get that demon away from me in that dream was because I was saying, I rebuke you, but I wasn't saying it in Jesus' name, you know? So
now his name is Yeshua.
and she prayed over me, and she did a whole body pray over me, and I hadn't had dreams like that in a long time, but now I just have weirder dreams.
I was about to say,
Not scary, just weird dreams about the earth.
Yeah, tell them what about the earth.
Okay, so
If y'all reside with my niece, please check in. Come on the panel. Don't be scared.
some say that the sun will set, then rise in the west. The demons all energy.
You can click
Once
on
you
that.
acknowledge them, take away your consent. But yes, entities are real until you realize they have no power. Why don't they have any power?
Because you're above them. That's like, and if I'm correct, that's why we never name them. If you see an entity anywhere, you never name it. I named my first one Nathaniel, and I had my shirt put over my head eventually. Like, we're not supposed to recognize or give them energy. Anytime you pay attention to it, you're giving them energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime, that's why I don't like to watch the stuff that's on Netflix where these are ghost hunters and stuff. The more you hunt, the more you're going to find. And if you resonate with them and give them energy, they're going to use it against you.
So one time I had this dream where it was like we had gotten bombed or something, I'm not sure, but it was like this intense yellow, orangish, red sky, and you could see like you know, in the movies it's like a force field of some type of energies just coming and slowly coming towards you, and then whenever it hits everybody is when it goes, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's kind of like what happened. But when it did that, when it hit me, my whole body, it was like my whole body had energy bursting from it. I woke up from it because my whole body was instantly bursting with energy.
You know your energy, right? You're full of energy.
Mm-hmm.
You're full.
I'm a light being. Yeah, we are entirely made of energy.
Yep. That's why I push the factor that I don't know why people go to church and think that when you die, this is like your last. No, when you die, you're just simply moving on. Just moving on. That's all. Okay, Faith, you want to tell me your take on flat Earth?
I
think she's getting out of the whole flat Earth like me. We just believe it's here, it exists, but it's not round. Going through it.
I don't think we're round. Because if we were, I cannot see the sun and the moon at the same time. Literally,
Mm-hmm.
It looks like miles away from each other.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't think that.
As a child. Yeah, I'm asking the questions because I'm rolling the blunt. Y'all can't see me. But as a child, did you have any episodes or any kind of outside the norm? Like, did you see spirits? Did you just have intuition? How's that work out? I've never asked her that question, so I don't know.
I can't necessarily. I didn't know anything really about death until like high school. Like, I knew about death, but I never experienced it. Nobody I knew died, or you know, like my mom didn't really prepare me for any type of death. And the first dead body that I've seen was my stepmom, and I was in 10th grade or 9th grade, around about there, you know, and it was so scary for me. Like, and so death had always been scary for me. It's not really anymore. It is, but it's not. But I never really saw things when I was younger. I would scare myself, definitely, because I would think I would see things in the dark. Like, I don't like being in the dark at all, because that's when I feel like I'm being attacked, because I know something's around me. I know it at all times. But in the dark, it's more like legit for me. So like 2 years ago, I think last year or the year, I think it was last year, for Halloween, me, my son's father and another couple went to a cemetery in Cobb County, and it was the most like exhilarating but also like mind-changing thing that I've ever been through because
I haven't heard this story. I'll hear it.
so first of all, I was walking through the woods in the dark with my eyes closed. Because I'd rather not see anything because you can't unsee things, you know. I'll listen all I want to, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you know, walking in the dark, you know, with my eyes closed. I'm kind of like just opening it once or twice just so I can see, you know, if I'm walking in the right path.
Not running into a tree.
Anyways, so we get to the cemetery, and I know that there are things around me, and I can feel them. And in this one particular area, I didn't feel good. I didn't feel right. It was horrible. I had a bad feeling. But my son's father just had to be in that area. He just had to, you know. And so we have my phone, right? And we had this EMF reader. And it wasn't one of those ones where it's already got dialogue and all that. It's not one of those. It was an actual tool one. Like I had to pay for it. So he goes and sits over there, and finally I'm like, I can't be in this space no more. I can't. And nothing had gone off the EMF thing. Well, when I walked away, it said scared. And so Michael is his name. Michael's like, scared? Who's scared? I'm not scared of you, you know, talking to my phone. And so it said pretty. Okay. So he's like, who's scared? Who's pretty? You know? What are you talking about? I'm a man, bro, you know, or something like that. And then it said my name. It said Faith. Oh, but the first thing it said before all it said that, it said daddy. My son's father was wearing a hat that had daddy on it. So, I mean, ever since it had said my name, you know, it's like there is a whole nother world. I swear to you. It's not even a world. It's a whole nother dimension or something. Like, I don't know what's going on.
So if you could pass along a message to anybody about their dreams, because I don't have them.
You need to get that book.
How about you, sir? I'll go get it. Let me.
So last night I had a dream about, like I was telling you, I had dreams about the world ending and stuff. What was it about? Sorry. I forget. Hold on. Oh my God. I don't know. Me and my sister have heard our names in walking. Yes. I hear my name sometimes being called out.
I don't know where it is.
Hey, what? I forgot. What my dream was. What did I?
Last night? You told me today?
Yeah. I forgot now. Dang.
Damn, I did too.
I know that one. I know that one part. There was an ocean coming towards us. Oh no, I do remember. There was an eclipse. We were watching an eclipse.
Yeah.
And the sky was orange. It was like yellow orange. Okay. And we were watching an eclipse, and the sun and the moon were so close to each other. And when the eclipse came, I had been watching it through what had looked like glasses, but it was like a telescope lens, but they were glasses. Okay. And so I'm watching it, and as I'm watching it, and it comes to a complete circle, all of a sudden, the stars start falling, and the whole world was shaking, and everything was shaking and falling and stuff. But me, I was vibrating from head to toe. I was nothing but vibration. And
yeah, when she told me that today,
and it was
I was
intense
like, oh
vibration.
my God.
And when I woke up, I had felt like, you know, how you have vibration on your hand for a whole time and you take it off and your hand still feels like it's vibrating. That's what I felt like when I woke up. So, what's your thoughts?
I don't even know who is still here. Let's see. Dennis said, that's so true. You can't unsee things. That's how I feel about the sky, guys. I can't unsee what I've seen. I can't act like I didn't see it. I guess the bridge of energies from the sun, it's more likely to hold it. Other times. Where? keeping the flick. Oh, okay, there we go. So I was gonna say that's what this flicking on and off. Me and my sister have heard names in walking. Trying to come back on. Are you trying to come back on frequency? Frequency. Dennis, are you still here? What's he doing? I don't know what he's doing. There you go. Go on. Bye bye. Anything else? Frequency. You keep.
You are almost anchored. I vibrate. When awake, plants move, stars and planets dance and come towards me. The moon has also.
He's full of knowledge. So what are your takes on oh, shit. Never mind. I can't ask you that.
Stars.
Okay, so when did you start to wake up? When did
I don't know. I've always been infatuated with like planets and things. I always draw planets. Like I have a tattoo of a little planet I drew. And something funny about that is I drew a excuse my language. I drew a big planet on the wall with paint because I just did. And I put a ring around it. I always put a ring around the planets I draw. Does anybody want to know that
excuse me.
the only planet with a ring around it is Saturn?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like so weird to me that for all these years I've been drawing Saturn. I have Saturn tattooed on my ankle. But why Saturn?
I don't know, because
I'm a Leo.
Saturn is affiliated with Satan. It really is. It's Saturn is affiliated with Satan. Let the people tell it. It's not you. I'm just saying. It's kind of like Santa Claus and Satan.
Blown. That's scary. That's scary as fuck. I'm about to go put an X through my planet.
I'm not
no, then it'd be Planet X.
Right? It would be. No. But listen, recently. Oh no, Planet X. Okay, from my research lately, I believe that this landmass is huge, and I believe that Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, all of those, they're with us. They also have a dome. What we see in the sky, what they allow us to see, those lights,
is down here.
That's their moons. We're looking at their moons. They're all down here with us.
Yeah,
all of them.
That makes sense. Yeah, because if you look up the actual map of the Earth, it is so different.
Yeah,
and makes absolute complete sense.
Before the flat Earth maps, there's other maps out there, and it shows a mess. God even said in the Bible, y'all, you cannot measure Earth. Clear as day. I don't know what chapter or script it is, but he did say you cannot measure Earth. He said it.
Because Saturn was said to control the frequencies of the other planets.
Each ring, Mercury, Mars. Okay. Have you seen the close-ups of stars? Stars, to me, they're just lights that vibrate. And sometimes they come closer to my camera than usual, but I think they're just lights, just like the sun and moon frequency.
Well, they're definitely not circles.
No,
or like spheres or
stars
like this.
And they come out like, my thing with Goldbergs is it's not even, it's the shape. Guys, look at what's supposed to be going on around us. And there's an infinite amount of space, and we're moving 1,000 miles per hour through infinite change. They just don't. And why does water always find its own level? No matter what base or thing you put water in, it always goes straight across at the top. Yeah. Always. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything, but where are my ladies at, guys?
You gotta send this thing to me. Or invite people.
Send the thing to you from. I did invite people. You invite people. I don't know. I don't know what you need for invite people. If you're not gonna come back, then I'm just gonna go. I'll just come back. I'll show you clips of the other things I haven't shared at some point. Hidden master. There you go. Yes, you are going to vibrate. What you say? Oh,
Yes, you are going to vibrate internally more and more as you rediscover your magnetic field and the power of your suns. Well, if anything, I know I'm a Leo, and my sun ruling planet, whatever that is the sun, and I've always loved the light. My mama in there, and my auntie, they like the darkness. Like it to be dark all the time.
When I'm sleeping.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not her so much, but like my mama, she like it like dark all the time. Like I'm talking about, I'm banging on everything I walk through in the house because I can't see.
Yeah.
But it's
But see,
always
the
that
more you
light
smother
whenever I
yourself
wake
in
up.
the dark, you can't see the light.
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I need to do is go and see the light, like, because it gives me, like, it opens up, I don't know, a part of me, like the sun does. It really hasn't been like you were saying, like, it's not, there's no heat with it. It's weird. And it's definitely not the sun I grew up with.
Nope. And you're born what year?
94.
Hello there, Frequency again. What would you like to say to my niece? Frequency tribe. Do you know that you're here with us? I don't think he knows he's here.
His phone's in his pocket.
Yeah, okay. He went away. So we love you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
What are you
join
gonna
you again another night.
Yeah, I'm thinking about get up out of here. We love y'all. I don't know where my ladies are. You ladies need to pick up the pace a little bit.
May the force be with you.
He's back. Are you really trying to come in, Frequency, or are you just sitting on your phone?
Got booted.
There you go. You're here. Hello.
Yeah. All right.
You wanted to say something to Faith. Go ahead.
What's that?
Did you want to say
Oh,
something to Faith?
well, I mean, I was hearing all that. Like, yeah, the sun has to. I have to have the sun. Period.
Yeah.
Since this whole thing started with me, and it's our direct connection to source. It's our projection behind us. It's when I talk that we are all shards of God, experiencing Himself, herself. Mother, Father, God. However you look at it, it's our direct connection for a while. I believe was like dumbed down. I don't know if it was from outside forces or if we did it to ourselves. We want to play in duality or whatever it was. But at this point, Gaia, very connected with the trees, with nature, with the dragons, with everything else. It is, she's also rising too, because the more density that she held, the deeper down she went.
Exactly. And you know what? In the Bible, it talks like a giving birth. Gaia literally about to give birth. That's Gaia.
Yeah. Well, here's one thing with Jesus. When you look at it, Jesus walked on water. Jesus was the Son of God, right? What does the sun do when it hits the water? The sun actually dances on top of the water when it's shining.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the Son of God, or the sun, it's walking on water every single day.
Think of the sun. You have made me think of the sun and light in a totally different way. Totally.
Think about Jesus and think about the sun. Think about what they say about Jesus and compare it to the sun.
The 3 days that the sun does the same thing. The sun behaves in the same.
Yeah, and the sun goes down
the same way that they say it goes down for 3 days and it comes back. Yeah.
And then he rose. The sun always rises.
Yes.
This
is
the
why I say
coming in.
Everybody looks at it mythology. I mean, mythological. I get it, but literally, it did not happen. He ascended to me, just me. He ascended with his dad. His dad came and got him, just like the dad sent the angel to get Enoch.
Yeah,
Enoch was told.
Yeah.
A year ahead of time that his family would not see him ever again. That's why the angels told him, "Go back and tell your family. Spend the best time as you can because we're taking you. You're not going to die.
Yeah.
We are going to ascend you." And that's what they did. If
you read the Keys of Enoch, it talks about manifestation and everything else. And it talks about the true teachings of what we're supposed to learn. and religion just twisted it all of it.
I'm
All of it.
definitely not religious. I'm very spiritual because
Yeah,
I don't
religion,
think
no.
pray with
Yeah.
everybody in
Well,
that way.
Something else supposed to pray with everybody. You're not. And you don't have to get on your hands and knees like this. There's no form to praying.
I mean, they're just being extra.
no, because I mean, when you look at it, Jesus didn't teach in a church or anything anyway. If you
No,
can't,
he didn't.
Yeah.
No.
everywhere.
That's
my
right.
one thing was, if you can't see God in the sunrise and in the the breeze through the trees and in the waves of the ocean, then you're not going to find him in a book or in some building. Like,
I'm gonna say one last thing and then I'm gonna go, and I'm also gonna follow your YouTube frequency. But I want to say, like, if you don't look at everything, it don't matter if you're at a stop sign for too long. I meant stoplight. You're at a stoplight for too long. It might have saved you from a car accident about like 4 minutes later or some shit. You know what I mean? You have to look at the good things and thank God for the good things, because once you do, your life will start changing dramatically.
Yeah.
But I love y'all. I'll be back.
I love you.
Thank you, frequency.
She's been I've been wanting to come on forever.
I know it.
And her daughter took her place, but and this is the reason why I did this, people, is because I'm sure there's my mirror, but it didn't break. It's okay. Going out on a limb like I did tonight, because I just asked Faith today. I was like, "Do you just want to jump on here with me tonight?" Might not be many people, whatever. She was like, "Yep." She's never said yes before, ever. And then I was like, I referenced to it like 10 minutes. I'm like, "Are you sure?" Yeah, because what that tells me is that there's somebody in the chat today, tomorrow. They might watch this a week from now, but they're having livid dreams too. You know, and that maybe that helped out some. That's all we can do as people before the internet and everything else gets shut down. We have to spread awareness, whether it's dreams. If your neighbor is going through something, share it. If your kids are going through something, share it. We have to start sharing these little things that seem like they don't matter in life.
there are a lot more out there than you realize. There are. And I've come across a fair few, and I've found a fair few. Some of them just want to live their best life and hold the light, which is fine. But they're aware of who they are, and there's only a few that are fully aware of who we really are, and they know what we create.
People think it makes sacrifices like the Illuminati or whoever. They make sacrifices not only of themselves, of other people, to live eternally. Who the hell wants to live eternally? I don't want to live here where I got to watch everybody else die. Why? Who wants to do that? I want to live eternally spiritually. I want my spirit to live throughout everybody when I pass. Also, when I ascend, and I understand. Just like these assholes say, we got to go from kindergarten to 12th grade, like physically get up, go to school, worry about peer pressure, football games, basketball games. No, that's not the teachings. The teachings are sure. I'd rather my kid be home with me all day to love, to tickle, to feed, to nurture, much rather than send them off somewhere every day to have a stranger teach them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We are in prison once you're in school. You can't leave early.
Yeah.
You can't go anywhere without somebody's permission. And if you're not there, you're accounted for absent, which results in juvenile truancy, whatever the case may be. Don't let them enslave your child.
Yeah.
Don't let it happen. Now you have homeschool. Homeschool your kids, people.
Yeah. Energetically, though, just
also
think
worried
about
them getting shot in children.
Yeah, now imagine.
I can't. When I see a school shooting happening on the news, first of all, a lot of it's propaganda. And when we say propaganda, I mean, I'm not saying nobody died, nothing happened. They hire people to go in there and shoot and kill, but it's like a kamikaze. They're willing to die for it. If not, when they say they capturing children, I can't think of one human being on a cop's level. And when y'all caught this kid, y'all didn't beat the out of him to begin with. No, they capture him nice and neatly, take him in and say, oh, well, he's gone for 30 years. No, he's not. He's sitting on an island somewhere doing his thing. He was paid to do that. I'm
Well,
just saying, we've never had a terrorist, y'all. We've never had a terrorist. That's just my opinion. We blew up the towers. Come on now. Go ahead. I'm sorry. See, that's a whole nother show for me.
yeah, I busted out of those rings. But I mean, one of the shootings, they had one of the girls, you know, that supposedly got shot or whatever, and here's dad holding a picture of her. And then on a different station across the country, there's a different dad holding the same picture of the same girl.
We call them crisis actors. And there's been one female crisis actor. She's been all across the world in the same day.
It was all about the divide, and I don't even pay attention to it anymore. You know, those circles, just
like with Saddam Hussein. There was no Saddam Hussein. If there was, he's not dead. He's living somewhere on an island. All that was about gold, and gold relates to the Anunnakis. Period.
Yeah, there's also the story about
come on.
What the other thing that was in Iraq was a Stargate. I
heard that. Maybe they're like me. Maybe I'll say. Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in between with that one. Okay, I'm gonna think my level, but I feel you on that 100%. Did you ever watch the series Stargate?
Yes, I did see it. Yeah. And the other thing is I was in Iraq, so yeah, a little different.
Wow.
Yeah, so, I've experienced a bit.
I know a lot you can't say right here, right now. Hell, we just had a guy filmed a real life giant on top of a mountain, which that tells us that makes sense for them to stay inside of mountains. It does. Like, and he's now dead. Like the whole time he was being followed, He filmed it where he was being followed, but now he's like gone. He died of some kind of tragic death. All of them are falling off TikTok like that. Every time they bring up any kind of, I think what is happening, people, is the truth to be told is everything is about to come up to the surface. Everything.
I think some that uncover certain things, I don't think they're actually.
You're not going to be harmed.
Yeah. Just like the crisis actors, they're not gone. Yeah, I think some of them are just like protected.
To me, it's just like the KKK. They didn't leave. They intertwined. They blended in with everybody. So you don't know who's who. But
I mean, you talk about giants. I've seen like different videos and stuff like that. People putting out with the giant bones, and then government would come and poof, they're gone. All these Indian mounds that are, the Native American mounds that are all over the U.S. It's not like these mounds. They have freaking giant bones in them. And they swoop in and take them away.
You know what my reality is after the whole dinosaur incident? I don't believe in dinosaurs. I've never really believed in them. But you know what makes more sense to me? Hi, Master J. What makes more sense to me is think of any dinosaur having sex with another dinosaur. Just think about it. No matter which one you think about, two combined cannot have sex. What they're going to do, lift up their whole forelegs and their tails? There's no dinosaurs having sex in my visions because it's like impossible the way they're built.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see any penises, no vaginas on these dinosaurs. One's more aggressive than the other. I think that but every bone of the Smithsonian is a replica.
Yeah, I've heard that though. Yeah, what's the deal behind that?
I think that they threw the whole giant thing in there to stay away from the giants, because once we realized that we used to be that big, they don't want us to. They just don't want us to know that. They don't want us to know that we didn't come from fucking monkeys. Excuse my language, but there's no way why are we still evolving from monkeys then? What happened? We're not from monkeys. We are a part of every alien source that is up there watching us right now. We're part of all of them. Just like they put us in this bowl, they mix us up and had souls at the same time.
Well, it's like when you think about the giants, you look at the lands that it's called Hyperborea, and it was supposedly up underneath the true North Pole, and it was basically like the Garden of Eden. Everything was massive. Everything was
What?
massive, and it's
This is
still
new. See,
yeah
I've never
yeah.
heard of it
There's so
ever.
much more. Like Tartaria, they actually have
Was
spots where I've
Tartaria
seen
Earth? Was
different.
she Earth?
Tartaria is what existed supposedly, from past generations. Because you look at the Vatican, look at Buckingham Palace, and then look at the White House. It's the same freaking architecture. It's the same architecture.
The
How?
Vatican
How?
has serpent everywhere. If you look at it
It's
from above, it's a serpent's head.
yeah. Oh yeah. And you look at everything from above, and there's star forts and
Or
everything else over
keys.
here.
Yeah, star. But the star part is the top of the key. If you look at the rest of it, it's a key. With the
Yeah.
star part is above, and the rest of it is a key. Remember in that
Well,
book, they say that someone's going to come down and hand Satan the key. Or
hmm,
some, but
yeah.
there's keys everywhere. But this portal, I don't know if you've seen the cover to one of my videos. One time, the first time I ever decided to Google Earth, I never did it before, and I ran across Google Earth. Actually, I can find it right now. I ran across this. Hold on, let me get it here. I couldn't believe what I had found. I was absolutely floored.
Oh, there's a lot on there. Yeah.
But this right here, I might blow your mind. Let me find it real quick. Hold on. When I saw this, the movie Stargate, I mean, the series Stargates, I was I was crazy about that show. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Then I found this. I'll screen share just a moment. Let me find it first. Actually, you know what? Find it better in here. So, what if I told you that the Stargate looks just like the damn movie, and it has clouds coming through it? And one more thing before I look this up, why don't people recognize that the sun in the distance and light years that it is away should not have clouds around it
Can I
ever?
can
Should that
I point
happen?
can I
Yes.
point one thing out? Okay, the video that you played of mine
Mm-hmm.
at the very start when you went to look back for the sun, if you go
Mm-hmm.
back and you see that like blue, green, yellow, whatever, and it looks like a whatever, looks like a hole or something like that. That's a picture of the sun that I adapted.
And no one ever. What I'm telling, right?
And the next one I was going to put up, when you see the clouds floating in and out, you know what? If we connect like that, I'll send that one to you. I was going to put it out for more anomalies, and I changed my mind for whichever reason. Something just said,
Higher self
"No,
said
don't."
to.
Yeah,
We
I
weren't
needed. Yeah, I needed to get more positive than just show more anomalies.
Yeah, we were not ready. But that day, I just went about. I was like, you know what? A lot of people are posting videos from Google Earth. I never really been on Google Earth. I didn't know how to navigate or do anything. But the one day I went on there, I got this.
Oh, you can't see Antarctica.
No, but I was looking at the sun. I wasn't looking at Earth. I just steered in this direction and got this, and this really blew my damn mind. I have a whole album in my Google albums of it. And when you see this, the first thing, okay, I'm not gonna tell you what you're gonna see. I'm not gonna overdo it or what leading the witness. I'm not gonna do that. Hold on. Hold on. Library. Can you, when you say you see through the sun, when you say that, can you elaborate on that for me? Like, because I see through the sun too, but I see beings looking down at me from the light, the ring of the sun.
When I'm actually looking into the sun, one of the petroglyphs I came across had like a dark circle with rings around it, and then the other one had like an empty circle or whatever, which to me signified a Stargate. But when I can look at the sun, sometimes it almost splits. I can see two of them. One is dark, one is bright. And
what about that blue?
when I'm staring straight at it, it literally looks like a shadow inside. It's not light inside. It's like
Have you seen the blue? There's a blue that comes in like from east and west of this, and they connect, and they do. But I think they run on rails. If you really listen to the Book of Enoch, it'll tell you that the sun and moon run on tracks.
I'll send you
Now,
one video of my son when it kind of changed again in a different way. It was like kind of bright orange, and there was like a green glow all around it, and that's when the whole emerald light or whatever came through. But you can clearly see the green, and then the rainbow colors went out from the sun, and they were opposite of what a rainbow looks like. They were inverted. So that's when I knew that I anchored somehow.
when is the last time anybody has seen a rainbow like we used to? Not happening.
Yeah.
They're either red, and you're
Mhm.
damn sure not going to see all the colors that they used to. What is that? Lucky Charms,
Yeah.
Red Star. You're not going to see those anymore. Now we're seeing double red. To me, double rainbows is two things shadowed, two planets.
Well,
You know,
I'll show you my double rainbows from Niagara Falls, where the dragon's at, and I will show you the other one, because this rainbow I'm talking about is emanating out of the sun. It's not a rainbow; it's the rainbow colors coming from the sun. It's
right.
yeah.
So
It's
what does that tell you? Yeah.
oh, I think I anchored a couple times. Yeah, it's incredible. It's yeah.
All right, I got it right here. Here we go. I'm gonna share something with y'all real quick. I am gonna go though. I hate keeping y'all up this late.
Yeah,
This is what
almost 3 hours. Oh,
I used to go
I
all
don't
night
mind.
like
Yeah,
back
I
in the
don't
day.
mind.
But
I don't mind at all.
but that's when I was talking nonsense back in the day. Like I wasn't talking about, stuff I really knew about. The stuff I want to talk about today is the stuff I really, really believe in. I really believe
Yeah.
in everything I stand for. But hell, I might change my mind tomorrow. That just means I'm growing. I'm not stuck.
More,
I don't want to be stuck. I want to
more
change my mind every
realization.
day. Yeah. I'm screen sharing now. I want to change my mind every day about everything. Everybody should. You cannot stick to one thing for years and with the things changing. I'm not talking about from monkeys to humans. Things change each and every day spiritually. And I thought seeing trees and stuff, listen to me, frequency. When I started seeing trees and shit, I thought I was losing. I started seeing the faces in trees and them
Yeah.
connected like they did. I thought I was fucking losing it. For real. Like I didn't know how to tell nobody nothing about
Yeah.
nothing. I'm like, what do I do? But I started filming it and I started showing people, and I would never film at night outside ever, ever. Then you can really see the entities and things that are there, it's just crazy. But here you go. This is this right here is my photo. This is what I got. Let me see if I can get there. I got this from Google Earth. All right, follow the path here. Oh, where'd it go? That's my next one. Hold on. When I got that from Google Earth, right here, you see that? I'm gonna make it big screen so people can see deeper. But follow this path. This is where I realized that okay, I have looked into Bibles that have illustrations, right? Boy, you go to Greek mythology. Go to Greek mythology and then compare it to this. Let me just show you. This is the craziest shit ever. Okay, so I got that from Google Earth. You can see the clouds coming through it, right? Through it.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, that's the top of the halo. That's the head and top of the halo. All right, then I started breaking. This is when I learned it. Oh my God, I got to break it deeper. Way
I can see it now. I can
Okay,
see it now.
yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know which album. I got so many albums. But anyway, this photo right here was right before the sun came out of something over here. And I'm thinking that that's one of the docks that Enoch talks about, where the sun set and it came this time. I'll show you a hole. There's a hole here. I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, that's the sun. What's next? This is a picture of mine, but you can see this right here clearly looks like the photo I got from Google Maps, right? Here's another one. Clearly looks like the Google Maps photo. Well, there's another one. All right, here's the hole. Can you see? I wish I could make it bigger, but I can't. See this hole right here?
Mm-hmm.
This is where the sun came out of.
It's black.
It came from here.
It's the black hole sun.
Itself aside.
Black hole sun. Lord.
Oh shit. So you're telling me that's not a hole where it came from? That's actually the sun behind that black sun that everybody keeps talking about.
Yeah, it's a black sun beneath. It's what casts the projection in the whole matrix and the field. There's a lot. There's so much to it on the metaphysical side. I came across so much in such a short amount of time.
And see, here I thought when I shot this photo 3 years ago, I thought, ain't nobody gonna pay attention to this. It has no significance. Look at that.
You know what you need to have a quick look at? It's called Vibes. of Cosmos. He's on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Have a look at that.
I certainly will. I certainly will.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
look at this
Yeah.
too. This is me. They're my photos. I just edited them. That was my old Instagram before they kicked me out.
Yeah, I need to send you my last video that I haven't put part of. Yeah, I haven't put up yet. I'll send you that.
I will sure
You're
take
gonna
it.
be like,
Check
what?
this out. This is your son up close, right? Pay attention to this. This is your son up close and personal. You see the division here in the ring. There's a red ring around it,
Yeah.
but there's a where it slices off right here. See that? Okay, now watch this. Ooh-wee. Here's another one where you can almost see the graphic. I mean the whatever you call these holograms or whatever. It's in the portal. It's in the Stargate. There's little designs and shit. But hold on.
Oh, Lordy.
That one too. Oh, where's my other one? I wanted to show you. Okay, here we go again. See, now this is my photo right here, right? But look what has been drawn in Bibles and in history books. You have the same damn thing, but in Greek mythology, you have the Greek mythologies coming out of there on horses and chariots. Like down here. Oh, I can't make it bigger.
Whoa.
Right
I can actually expand my screen to. Yeah, I can see it already.
Okay, good. Do you see this broken red ring down here? What it has double? I got that right here. Well, that one and the other one.
The ring that I see around it is literally undulating. It's like the Xbox's, red ring of death. This is, yeah. Oh my
what
God.
are the chances that I also have a red ring like that? And what are the chances that I got this photo from Google Maps and it has clouds coming through it, just like down here? And this is Greek mythology. You have a horseman coming through on a chariot, but the clouds are coming with him. Up here, these clouds are coming out of this. And this is the photo I got from Google Earth with the clouds coming out as well. That was my sign. Like, and look, this is just another thing somebody made up. It's like the portal with the sun in the friggin' middle. You just, you can't make these up.
Yeah.
Here's one. Excuse me, I smoked too much. This is one of my originals. Now compare this to what I got off of Google Earth. Because I got that photo on Google Earth, maybe start searching.
I would
were never picked up on me.
I would love if you actually sent me a few of those pictures, and you will be
you
shocked.
can have whatever you like.
You'll be
Yes, I
shocked.
would
You'll be
love
shocked at what I can do to them.
Okay, no, please do so.
Changing the
I always look
frequency.
forward to it. And look at this, guys. This is drawn on stone way back in the day. I got this from Google Earth too.
Oh, wait,
All
wait,
of
wait.
these reside with me from the same thing I got from Google Earth. Look at these. Look at these guys. Look here, right here. Same thing. Wherever this pierces out to, I guarantee you that opening right there behind it has something to do with it. For the sun to shine through.
That's a portal door.
Yeah, look at this. When you were talking earlier about the Vatican and stuff, if you look at the whole thing, it's a keyhole. All these are keyholes. Has everything to do with the Vatican.
Look at the Vatican and how big the dang throne and chair is and how big the doorways are.
Oh my God, you really don't want, let me go over here to you real quick. You don't want to get me started on the damn throne. I have gone through that one throne, hi hidden master, that one throne that the Pope sits in. First of all, his chair is yellow. Picture that as the sun, right? The Pope is yellow. I got a folder on that too. I don't have time. He sits in a yellow chair. His entourage is red, like a red horizon. Above him is this huge tree, but half serpent and half man. And then it's got all these spirits that come out beside. The Pope sits in front of this.
Yes,
in front of it. This is why I say, guys, don't be fooled. If y'all do see something come from the sky, it's not Yeshua. He didn't come here like that.
No.
He didn't come here in the sky. He didn't leave he left with the sky with his father. But there is, and then Yeshua or God, or the source or Elohim, they're not going to tell you when they're coming back. They're not even going to give you an inkling.
No.
It's been written for you to believe. You will manifest it if you believe it. You can, if 100,000 million people said in one place and they read one paragraph of something, y'all going to make it come true.
Yeah.
By reading it, thinking it.
You don't ascend. You
Woo!
don't ascend by something that's outside of you anyway, because you're God within, the sun within. It's all within. You know, you pull everything back into yourself. It's and your pictures of those stargates and everything else.
Yes.
My body just,
Actually, you know
my body lit up
what
and
I could
the
do?
ear ringing just shot up. Like, yeah, I needed to see those. Jesus.
I got you.
Yeah.
I told you, I'm a part of you're me and I'm you.
Yeah.
But you need to, and I have a whole folder of them, a whole entire photo. Because there's no way you're going to tell me that I got that off of Google Earth. That made me look into the rings. And if you look at, just like when I looked in the Bibles and I saw the clouds, there's faces in the clouds that are blowing around just about, especially in Greek mythology. You see
Yeah.
that. I see that. And I saw that way before I knew, before I looked in the Bible, I saw a face blowing clouds. I was
Yeah.
already telling people there's a face up here and it's blowing.
Isn't that incredible though? Like, I mean, I grew up,
Just saying,
I only grew up till 5th grade in Catholic school and all that. I'm Sicilian, but like, and I have been fixated on Greek mythology
you and I are not.
Native American mythology and Greek mythology and just those two, like, boom. I've always been
But check
drawn
this
to them.
out. I am Mexican, Italian, and Indian. So you're not supposed to like me at all. You know, Sicilians and Italians, we don't get along.
Yeah, no, we're just
Let them tell it. What I'm saying is let them tell that.
yeah.
That's something that, you know, if
Divide.
they tell you that growing up, you automatically don't like me before you even know me.
Yep.
The same thing with this color separation that I just can't believe people fell for back in the day. I'm not going to dislike you because of your skin color. Are you kidding me? Like that, and now I know why. Now I know why they wanted to separate. Now I know why they are. Well, I think that we're lighter beings due to climate.
Yeah.
Only the climate. We got casted out to the European mountains, which is Caucasian mountains, Caucasian. Over thousands of years, our skin got lighter, nose got thinner, lips got thinner, our hair got thinner, everything. But they did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
On purpose, as they were building that tower to heaven. Now I look at everything. I don't look at it in reality. This is what my outcome is that as they were so-called building that temple, he changed the languages. Not only that, somebody stepped in and changed everything because somebody was sent off to the Caucasus Mountains, which made us lighter.
I mean, if
now,
we're
light being, we should be scared of the sun. We cannot stand in front of it and not get cancer. Person of color can stand in front of the sun all day, every day, 24/7, and not catch any skin cancer at all.
I've never really burnt. But my other thing is, I've been staring at the sun for almost 2 years. Am I blind? No. My eyes have changed.
7 years.
Yeah, my eyes definitely changed.
I can see without my glasses. I can see in the sky. I can see way up there with the naked eye. But to read something in front of me and personally, like right now, the whole screen is blurry.
I'm the same.
I have no idea what's going on there.
I'm the same. Yeah, you want to know why? Because everything like seems to like vibrate. My phone, like I'll see the particles inside my phone sometimes. I see the beings inside my phone. I've seen other things that I haven't even mentioned tonight. I've seen like entities like I did that one video and I'm showing another soul sister that's in California, and she sends me a picture. She's like, well, what can I see? You know, what can you see in the plasma coming out from here? Because I caught like alien looking things. I'll show you I'll show you the picture. There's plasma coming out from a light. You can see the aliens like you're looking up from like a doctor's whatever table or whatever. There's a big bright light. There's aliens. But when she sent me the picture back, I'm looking in the back. I'm like, where are you? I was like, you need to get out of there, because I could see these 3 twisted little beings, and they literally got up, came to the screen, and I was like, no, I was like, what are you doing? And then I'm looking at them, and because you have to accept the dark or whatever, I'm like, what's wrong? I was like, why wouldn't you want to come back to the light? And they just kind of like looked like this, and then they went back and kind of folded back into the trees again. These are type of things that have happened to me that people would think I'm absolutely crazy.
I'm going to send you a video. I did post it on YouTube just to try to get some reaction, but it's actually exactly what you just said. One day I was filming, and and you guys, y'all getting to check this video out. You know what? I'm going to put it in there. What it was, and I didn't look at it for days. What it was is when I was filming exactly where I was, everything else I filmed in my mother's yard. This being, I broke it down frame by frame. He's manifesting. He manifested and put his whole eyeball up to the camera like that. His whole entire eyeball all the way up to the camera. I mean, you can see the eyelashes, but what people don't understand is you can see lightning through
the eyelash. So it's not like I took my eye and put it up there. How could I possibly do that? And you can see lightning through his eyes. And I posted it. Nobody really gets it. That incident came straight up to my lens.
You were the first person that I have come across that has had a lot of this. Yeah, same experience, the same vision, same everything. Jesus.
You're the first person I came across that. You're the first person I reached out to because somebody asked me to.
I've had a couple other people that literally they're like, nah, I woke up and I just had to contact you, and they're still in the process of certain things. But yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so
what I have to ask you, what do you think gives them the ability or the audacity to come up to our cameras like that? Like, is that a threat? Because I think it's to think.
I think it's to think if we maybe to test if we fear them or anything like that, or it's almost like a kind of scare tactic. But once I realize what they are, and they don't compare. They can't create. They're disconnected from source. They're only feeding us. So that's what they have to do. They manipulate so that they can feed off our energy and so that they can keep surviving. But I mean, even the dark, in the end, it's all source. It's all energy. It all goes back. It's just anybody that doesn't reconnect to God, reconnect to source. Yeah.
All of this happened to me 2 days after my husband died.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, now I realize that I was at a very vulnerable state. I never had anything like this happen. And he died in a whole nother state. The woman he was sleeping with shot and killed him in Florida. Okay.
Wow.
And I didn't know until the next day. But my thing is that nothing is ever, and the manner that he died was more devastating than him just dying.
Yeah.
He walked into that bullet, dumbass.
Wow.
But so I had that hurt, that negativity, that I want to, if he wasn't dead, I'd kill him myself type. I had that coming in. This is what a preacher told me is the reason I was attacked. I had that coming in, which means it left me wide open spiritually. And the fact that I wasn't never spiritual prior to that.
Yeah.
I was open. I was so wide open. And then that's when I started seeing stuff. Even the crosses, my mom had crosses, hand on the wall of Christ like this. And there was a cross above it. They caught on fire. On fucking fire.
Yeah.
Everything I touched was just, it wasn't, my shirt came over my head. Like literally, my whole shirt was pulled up around my head. It got really, literally, I had to have a priest or whoever he was. My mom called him in, and he came in, and we had to literally open that front door and get him the hell out of there. So when that happened, he died in 2015. I let everything go. Like I was more spiritually attacked. I was going to show you a video earlier, damn it, but I can't find it. I was spiritually attacked not too long ago at my mom's house in Alabama, filming the moon, right? I'm just filming the moon. You did the same. I saw you almost had an identical thing with a moonshot.
Oh, I could show you other ones of the moon. Yeah.
I'm filming the moon, and you'll hear me go, well, damn. I said, damn. And when I looked over the footage, a serpent, a smoke. So I was smoking a cigarette. I threw my cigarette out. And it's like 5 minutes later, here comes a serpent. The serpent comes through me, over me. And I'm like, that's when I say, oh, damn. But you couldn't see it. And then he split in half. Half of them went above the moon, and the other half went over here. Literally, it's on my channel. Literally, you can see his fangs. You can see him is green and brown as a serpent in smoke. And I threw my cigarette out a long time ago. And he's in fucking detail. The next day I filmed, I was giving a prayer to God, right? And I don't ever pray out loud. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no, you're good.
I was praying. It was a prayer. I posted this one too. You can hear a voice go, like he fucking growls, like while I'm talking. Wow. Another little girl comes up the next video, and I'm like, oh, y'all got eyes on me this morning talking to the sky. She says, yeah. What the fuck? And one time I had the spirit say, no God here. I was filming a blue moon, a blood moon one night. And when I watched it back, it said, no God here. Yeah. That kind of crazy shit. I had to let it go. And the only way I could let it go is stop talking about it. That's why I posted them. But nobody seems to, damn, China, what was that? I don't get that. I don't get it.
I had shots of the moon where it's looking blue and I'm looking up and it like goes like this, and the cloud looks like a serpent or a dragon, whatever, like looking up at it. And I I need to ask you one thing though. Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
you let it go for how that happened, for that experience and all that. Have you forgiven it?
No, I need to.
Everything, everything.
I didn't know that.
Because
Who am I forgiving?
whoever's done you wrong or whoever you thought you might have done wrong to, it needs to all be forgiven and completely let go. Like literally forgiven, let go out
They're
of your
all
heart.
dead.
It
They're
doesn't
dead.
that doesn't matter.
All dead.
It doesn't matter. It's it's a huge part of it because there were things that I even needed to let go, and until I did, uh, I mean, it was so fast
I
and
think it's
furious
my
with me, and
husband.
I was feeling stuff.
It has to be
Mhm.
my husband. It has to
Yeah,
be. Well, my
yeah,
baby daddy too. He took my daughter. She's
yeah,
19 now, but I didn't see her for 7 years. He kidnapped
yeah, yeah.
her and took her up
I had
north.
certain things
Too.
happen. Yeah, it's
Or my
and
best friend who slept with my. She's dead. I'm forgiving her, I guess.
yeah.
This is crazy.
Have
Okay.
you? Yeah,
I haven't
this is
forgiven anybody.
it's
I haven't given. I really haven't. So once I do
huge.
this, I'll stop getting spiritually attacked, maybe by these spoke entities or whatever
You'll
entities there are.
you'll
They're
realize
only
because
the moon, really.
well, here's the one thing is if you can think back on anybody that has done you wrong, and if you can't think back on it and be in that 0 point in that neutrality and just being like, okay, well that's happened, it's not going to let me grow anymore because the more that you release and the more that you forgive, the more that you hold in your heart, the more light you can hold. It's because I had to forgive some serious shit, like yeah, and yeah, my life was it was a bit of a no belief in God for what 40 something years, and
I
it
didn't
came back.
believe. Hey, we have something in common. I believed in. I believed in a being, a God, but
Yeah,
I never believed in Jesus. Until
yeah,
I know he did, but now I know that he wasn't crucified. That's just my thoughts. But I do believe. I believe. But
yeah.
it's just, come on, y'all. Let's stop bullshitting. If you look at that book, you would not hand it to a child.
Mm,
This is your God. He punishes. He's mean. If you don't do right by him, you're punished. No, I never handed my kids, any of my children, a Bible. I let them live
yeah,
on their own. I was forced into the church at first. I
yeah.
was baptized and all that stuff. I didn't ask for that.
I was
You know,
pulled out by fifth grade, so I was good as far as that went. But yeah, I
but
have
if
my
you
belief. Here's my one thing with the Catholic religion is like, okay, so if you didn't accept Jesus into your heart, you're damned to hell. So what happened to all the people that existed before Jesus? They're damned because
right.
he wasn't here yet. I was like, that
Exactly
was
my point. What happened to all the people? What did people do before Jesus when there wasn't a church built? Matter of fact, Jesus didn't even go to church. I get it. And I don't think my God is a selfish God, the source. I don't think he's selfish. I don't think that we work so hard in this physical earth to earn what, people?
we,
Why do you have to
we
be
weren't
good to
supposed to.
die? No, you have
Yeah,
to be good, not just go heaven to earth. You move on.
no,
You simply
we were supposed to experience duality because you can't know the light without walking through the dark. Period. But it somehow got stuck in some kind of oh, you die, walk into the light. And some say the light was like
Codians, the
the
Dracos.
reincarnation wheel. Yeah, the karmic
Do you
wheel and all
believe?
that.
Do
Yeah.
do you believe in other races of beings, like what I'm saying, like the reptiles and the dracodians? Do you believe in them? You,
I believe
you said,
it's more of a negative entity. Yeah,
okay.
it's like, it's because we're all light and dark. You have to actually love
I've
and
seen them though.
I know
Frequency, I've seen
you
them.
have to
In
love and
person.
accept them though. You have to love and even accept the dark to be able, you have to walk that center line because 0 point is tolerance for both sides. You can't pick a side. When you pick a side, then you're off kilter. You're not on balance. That's what 0 point is. It's yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't even kill cockroaches no more. I don't even kill mosquitoes anymore. I try my best to get them the fuck away from me or wear a repellent. I'm
Yeah.
down with that, but
Oh, I was the guy where kill the spider. Oh no, here let me grab him. Yeah, we'll get him and put him
put
outside.
them out. Yeah. Until you're bitten by one, then you're like, but I don't stomp on or like my family gets mad. Get the roach. Don't kill it, or starve it.
There's a
Yeah, I'm gonna write this
spider
down.
coming. No, it's involuntarily. But if y'all get him out of the house, get him out the house. But I agree with what you said, but that's a hard thing to do. It's forgive.
It is. It is. It is. But yeah.
That's hard.
Hmm.
When they've already passed, I guess I need to stop thinking selfishly like Jesus Christ did, because often I think of that story in the Bible when Jesus flipped over all those tables. When he found out that they were trading and doing things, and he flipped it over. Even he had just a bit of anger.
Yeah.
So shouldn't we be able to have an excuse that sometimes we are just a little angry?
Was that story truth though, or was that something they gave
Right.
us? Yeah.
Right.
Hard
What
to
the
know.
Vatican do? Just give us a little. Yeah, the Vatican probably, because I think they rewrote it. I think that they give us a little faith in the Lord, because we know that it was the right thing he did by turning over tables.
Yeah.
But should he have been like that? When you say what you're saying, you got to forgive all. Like, really? I don't know how to do that.
I spent an entire summer, that first summer of 2020, 2021, kind of reflecting on a lot of stuff, sitting out at the lake, the biggest psychic community on the planet. Every single psychic I met, only one of them was slightly awake. Now she's more awake and she's seeing. Most of them are just charlatans, but I released a lot there. And okay, so it was January 2021. January 2021, where everything exploded. Spent an entire summer. Then I went to Sedona, and I was still seeing certain things, and it would progress, and the site would like change in different ways. But come last March equinox, when I was like finally like, I'm ready. I want memories, or I want to know something, and I still don't have the memories. Other people I know, they say they remember certain things from other lives. I don't. But on that day when that happened, and then the night rolled around, and I seen all the ships and the stars turn red and everything else, and I broke down, and I'm talking to my freaking tree. I literally surrendered myself to service to God and service to others, and from there I stopped trying to find answers, and things just seemed to kind of flow. And I've come across people that they just have trouble letting it all flow, and it is hard, because I have people in my family that I know would have a really hard time letting certain things go. It's just, yeah.
But right now, and during this time, just like I look at certain people in my family, and I'm like, you still wake up mad. You still wake up looking for a reason. Girl.
Got me mad.
Woo! First of all, why are you up this late? What time is it? 12:53. What are you doing?
I got school tomorrow.
I know y'all have school tomorrow, but who said you to be outside in the shed at 1 o'clock in the morning? Who's out there with you?
How long is it going?
I thought, girl, I thought you
3 hours, 20 minutes.
I'm sorry you fell off the ladder, but why? Sorry. I guess if they say they go outside, there's a shed behind my house. They have a clubhouse out there. It's pretty cool. But, I totally forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I want to go ahead and end this. But thanks to everybody who's listening, even from afar. No matter what, I made a connection with this gentleman tonight. Like, amazing.
Well, I'll post a link on mine anyway and throw it in my group. Those that want to catch it, they can catch it, or watch parts, or whichever. That's all good. But yeah, it's
the next few videos. I'm going to leave your link in my description box so more people can. Because I had no idea about you, not a clue ever. And as I sit here and talk to my higher source or my higher self too, I'm just like, God, can I just one person in my life that can, we have different outlooks on things, different perspectives. We're still seeing, and we still have the same agenda, which means we're on the same frequency, and we are miles apart in the United States. Imagine if it was like we were to meet each other, like really, and hold hands, like literally that energy, dude, just sky high, like power. I didn't know the whole meaning behind the Power Rangers. Activate. They mean that. Literally.
Activations are a real thing. Yeah, I came across. I came across somebody and that happened, and then her certain views like didn't resonate in the end. And this is an awakened person that was acting like they were in a 3D world. It was crazy. But yeah, it's
And
yeah,
you
when
know
people
what?
around me,
I've told my
so,
kids because I've been celibate. I've been go ahead. It's okay. I've been celibate for 6 years, and it is the best thing I've ever chosen to do in my entire life because
mm,
I realize now what your chakras are: the lower chakra, sex, drugs, and alcohol.
yep,
I've experienced all of them. You know,
yep,
I've done my share of drugs, I've done my share of alcohol, all of it. But the higher frequencies, they're
yeah,
so much better when you're not sexually involved with somebody. Therefore,
yeah.
you're not losing anything, or no one's missing out on anything. You don't have no guilt because you're dealing with another person that just so happens you're laying with. I don't want to do that. I
Yeah, that was one of my
feel so
last
much better.
attachments was the whole thing of, I wish somebody else would get it. And, I almost didn't want to be like by myself, it's just, it was different, especially when I moved home from overseas. I actually tried to date a few people, and what a freaking nightmare that turned out being, like, literally. And I think it
I
was for
tried
a
it
reason
too
because,
twice.
yeah, if I
Oh, leave
wasn't
me out in the
walking,
driveway. I'm like, I
yeah,
want to go back.
I mean, if I wasn't walking on my own for this amount of time now, I wouldn't have grown. I wouldn't have had these
And you know what? You
realizations.
don't get
And
sidetracked.
yeah, and I
Sidetracked.
literally, yeah, I haven't even looked sideways at anybody in over 2 years, and it
Yeah.
hasn't bothered me. Yeah,
And it feels
it's even,
good. We know about Mary Magdalene. You still
yeah,
didn't hear, even though the
yeah,
Bible may not be true in some parts, but you still didn't see Jesus up on no woman all the
yeah,
time. He damn sure wasn't jealous about anything. Even if it's a metaphor, the metaphor tells you just live life decently. Just be a
yeah.
decent person. That's all you have to do.
Well, you know what the
That's
worst part of all that is, though, is now if somebody's not even at least partially awake, I'm like, hell no.
no, yeah, me
You'll
too.
think I'm
I
nuts.
want to get
Yeah,
the
you'll
fuck
think
away
I'm
right
nuts.
now. I'm like that. It's like a no
Yeah,
nonsense time.
I'd be
Like,
like, hey, my name's Michael. Did you know time's not real? We live in a matrix. Yeah, yeah, right.
and that's not
Uh,
putting us above anybody. But if I can't feel your frequencies,
yeah.
it's nonsense. Like just not. At least be a bit curious about your
Okay, so
surroundings.
well, real quick, I mean, this last little story at the end, because I know you
Okay,
kind of got to
go
wrap
ahead.
up. Like the one person that I did connect with, like it was mad activations, like the things that she saw me, I started seeing of hers, and then her skies blew up and everything else.
All right.
She said she was seeing something in the blinds and in the reflections and all that. I was like, okay, send me a picture. So she snaps a picture of her blinds in like the window area, and as we were both watching on the phone, we both started seeing beings coming into the picture. My still images, they move.
No,
I
no.
have other. If you zoom in on pictures, you will see pixels and you will see different shapes start coming in and out. Yeah,
Listen to me. I've tried to tell people forever. Like it was 2 years ago when I had my camper. I told people these images are moving. This is a still picture, and I would show them, and they wouldn't see. I'm like, they're fucking moving. I'm telling you. And what happened was I spiritually helped one. She was like 18 years old. Wake up. She would put her hand on that picture.
hmm
And I would put mine, and they would move faster. Like it was it's literally like looking into a hologram or something. But
yep,
it was from our fingertips.
yep.
Absolutely amazing. You are 110% legit. Oh
It
my
is.
God. I can't
It
believe it.
is your. It's your field. It's your fields merging. That's what I talk about when
Wow.
I talk about the fields. It's all merging now, and that whole
You're
grid thing.
amazing. Like,
The grid
I
thing
never even
behind
told
me.
my YouTube family about stuff like that. I never said, well, maybe once or twice. I've been like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this still picture, it moves, it shape shifts. I'm telling y'all, like, wow,
And,
that's
and I literally,
amazing.
I had to
Woo!
tell you that because I
That was
had to tell you
clarification
that.
for me, first of all.
That literally popped up into my head, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you need to know that.
I did because you just clarified it for me because that's the one of the one things that from back in the day when I used to shove it on everybody.
Mm,
And I realize now you can't do that. You just got to be
no,
quiet, lay back. Not even your children, people. You can't
yeah,
push them into anything. And if you do, you're going to have the regret on you, which makes you so heavy.
yeah. You
Your
can only
soul cannot
plant.
be heavy. You got to
You can
let it
only
go.
plant the seed, and when they're ready, they're ready.
They're
So,
ready, and you can't tell them different. And that's what I used to lie on. But I've never ever told anybody that story. Like my pictures used to shapeshift in my hand. They still do. But if
and
somebody
for
beside me is
yeah,
enlightening and they believe it'll shapeshift that much faster.
That's
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
for 3.5 hours, we never even mentioned a still image, and I just had to say that.
Yep, and I needed that clarity because that's one. I have there's 7 things that I need to clarify, and that was one of them. So I'm down to 6. Like that's amazing that you said that. Like, wow, that's crazy. So I'm not. I know I'm not crazy, but
No,
I didn't. That's not an illusion. I didn't make that up. It really did happen, and it's still happening.
no,
Really.
but
Wow.
it's your energy, it's your field, your creations to a point that, and your higher self all mixed together, trying to tell you something. So
Yeah. Thank you so much
no
for being
worries.
here. Thank you. I've never ever reached out to anybody like you other than Chief Strongbow, who really paid attention to my desire to meet you and to see you. Like you're phenomenal. You really
Where's
are.
Strongbow from? I don't. When you said that
Chief
earlier,
Strongbow, well, his name's Chief Strongbow. He's a whole different person on YouTube now. He gets shut down all the time. YouTube
which
completely
tribe?
shuts him down. His name is Chief Strongbow. His real name is Chris Archer. Chris
Okay,
Archer. Just look him up. You'll find him.
I wonder if I've seen him. I may have seen him, but I'm just wondering which
Y'all
tribe.
kind of resemble. Y'all kind of resemble Chief. If you're watching this, y'all do. Y'all kind of look alike a little bit.
I swear, if he's like,
Right, you're talking about Chief. Yeah.
yeah, if he's Hopi or Lakota, I'll flip out. Yeah, I'll have to look him up.
He's phenomenal, and I can't believe that God's not being so selfish, or Yahweh. I can't believe he's not gone by now, because he's inspired me. He's made me who I am today. And usually when that happens to me, when I start caring about anybody, they go, God takes them, like they die. Literally, they die. But now I know I have a whole different outlook on death right now. And we lost a Skywatcher. We didn't lose him. I keep saying that. We had a Skywatcher, Mike 5D, pass away a couple of days ago. And I dropped a couple of tears. But other than that, I had to be strong enough to know that he's not in a better place. I wish people would quit saying that. He's resting. But he is on his pathway to his other ascension, or whatever the case may be. Do you think that we ascend in every being time, or is this human form the only time we live and die? You know what I mean?
I
Because we
think this
ascend is
is.
like,
Yeah,
right.
I think the whole ascension thing, I think it was supposed to have gone smoother somehow, but like it ran into some kinks and
CERN, which you said you don't believe. CERN threw us back 3 years. Threw us back 3 years into another dimension. This is my belief. I'm not gonna push you on that point, but I just wish you'd look more into it, because this is that part of CERN is what maybe it was so easy. I just put it out there like that. Maybe I just want to believe it. But look at more into CERN. Did you see the underground ceremony?
Yeah, I've seen that too. It was more.
That's a ritual. That's a big ritual for a reason.
It is, but my background and the things that I kind of looked into was more of the cosmic things, more of the Orion Wars, the Lyran Wars, the things going back to Atlantis and
See, but
Lemuria.
maybe you started way up here in astrology or the stars, and I was down here. We're meeting halfway. I'm telling you, go check out.
I have no idea where I started. All I know is I got smashed in the face with a
I
spiritual
woke up like this. That's what I told my son. I told my son one day, he was like, Mom, what is? I said, I just woke up like this. I did literally just start filming the skies after my whole indoor with entities and shit. It just started filming. I couldn't stop.
I was sharing conspiracy stuff, anti-gravity, you name it. My phone got gone into. I would share things on whatever. I looked at my sister. I was like, "You see that thing on anti-gravity?" And she's like, "Well, yeah, I did see it. I was going to check it out." I was like, "Well, go look for it." She goes, looks on Messenger, gone. I actually got blacked from sending people messages on inside Messenger. It said whatever, like yellow. I still have all the screenshots, all that. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, this is a person-to-person message, and I wasn't able to.
You are physical. You're using energy through a
Yeah,
device.
that was in my.
Who I am. They know who you are.
Oh, I know. They know who I am.
They know.
Without a doubt.
They know.
But yeah, once that happened, January 2021, like I dropped all the conspiracy. Everything went away in that one instant, and that's when I seen two of everything, two balls, everything. I seen the split of what was the matrix and what was organic. And the main night I woke up on the equinox or whatever, it's so I broke down in my driveway. Everything happened with tree, and I went up to it, and I could smell something else. Like it was like Gaia at a higher level because I could smell life force. It was like everything. I was like, and I haven't smelled that since. And I know it's out there. I know it's just a blink away.
That was
Yeah.
just a warning.
Huh?
That was just a warning. You know that, right? Just
You
a
think?
little warning. Yeah, that's what I think. I know I've been there. Just a little. It smelled like, to me, it smelled like matches that have been burning for a while. Like
Oh, that's
like
the
a
other
cedar,
timeline.
not cedar, but that other wood. Yeah, I get that sometimes. Sometimes I
Oh no.
smell alcohol.
Well, no.
Like
What
in
I
the hospital kind
what
of
I'm saying is what I smelled was it smelled like the earth, but with 10 times more life force. It smelled fantastic. It was the best smell I've ever
What?
smelled in my life.
I
This is
want
what I
that
smelled
smell.
when all that happened, and it felt like I jumped up into
You
New
get a
Earth or
breath of
whatever
fresh
people are
air.
talking about. Yeah, New Earth,
Maybe
whatever the higher energies like,
you jumped up
and
there
I
to
was
the
there.
fifth dimension.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It,
Yeah.
it reminded me because I was a big fan of Star Wars when Luke went to where was it, Dagobah to find Yoda, and everything was just all life force. You know.
You know
Yeah.
what I was a big fan of? The Dark Crystal. And I
Ah,
think that, oh my,
I love that movie.
oh my God, it was the first movie. I was 12 years old. The first time I ever went to a theater with a little boy. His name was Sean Gowan. And we went and we saw that movie, and I was just like, we're gonna go back tomorrow, we'll go back the next day. If you look at the movie The Dark Crystal, though, even with the planet alignments that what's her name talked about with the eye on her forehead, it's a lot like that. It really is. I didn't
Yeah,
even know how important crystals were. I
it
had no
was.
clue that a crystal.
Oh, yeah, I've dived in
Ooh,
crystals and everything else. Like,
I want
oh my
lots of.
God, yeah. I've got a
You know,
Moldavite. I've got an Apache spear. I've got obsidian on me right now, and what else I got?
I've
My
never known. I have
amethyst.
none.
I bought an amethyst like piece of the diode or whatever it is, and I never realized until I took a picture next to this pour my friend did for me. That looks like dragons. That it's a freaking dragon head.
What?
It's a full purple dragon, and there's a purple dragon that shows up in my freaking videos here and there, if you can see it.
I get dragons. That's why I said I want to talk about dragons, but not tonight. I get dragons all the time, everywhere. That's why another thing I think that they did the whole dinosaur thing, falsified fossil bones, is because they're dragons and giants. That's all you're gonna get is dragons and giants. Come on, now
Yeah,
we don't. I don't see dinosaurs in the sky. I never have. And I'm telling you, this guy talks to me like this is your past, this is your ancestors. This is what I've never seen a dinosaur not one time.
well,
No.
we'll have to figure out how we can connect because some of the pictures and the things I can show you.
Definitely. You're gonna have
It's
to come down to Georgia sometime or another.
I'm
Yeah.
actually starting certain artworks that other people just can't do.
Okay, yeah. One more thing. I saw that last night where you was like, this is the actual pictures of the sky. Somebody suggested to me on Instagram that I take my photos, and if I could I wanted somebody to oil paint them. We are taking magnificent pictures, even though they might be, forced on us, or that might be spiritual. For whatever reason, we're taking them. Man, I
Yeah.
have some pretty. I used to tell them, I'd be like, wouldn't you hang this on your wall?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you put this? Yeah, yes.
Wait
And to
until
know
you
that,
wait until you see what I'm doing, because when you look at the pictures that I adapt afterwards, you could look at them in a multi-dimensional level and see a different thing the more you look. And it's
exactly.
but a lot of them are dragons. There's one I took like a screenshot of one of my videos, and you can see a dragon with somebody on it riding it.
Writer.
There's
You
a dragon.
also
There's a dragon rider. There's a dragon rider that's been in every single battle. She looks like a Lyrian cat, something or whichever.
Yeah.
But she's been here from the start, and the one head I told you that popped out from the cloud, that was her. And
you got me on one of your videos last night where you was like, oh, I got a rider. And I'm
yeah,
like,
there's a rider.
wait a minute. I'm the one who I call these riders. What the hell? How are you calling them riders and I call them riders?
You
I'm like, I
call
got a
you
rider.
caught dragon riders too? Oh my God! See,
Yes,
I haven't had a
yes,
chance to even look at
absolutely.
your videos yet.
They have reins too. They have
Mm.
reins that they hold.
All
They
right,
do.
yeah, we'll have to
They're
connect, and I'll send you a few things, but the things I'm
yeah.
about to like try and start up the artwork wise, yeah, you'll just be like, yeah, it's
Oh yeah,
yeah,
we're definitely about to bond regardless. Like, oh my God.
yeah,
I'm like,
you're a dragon. You are definitely a dragon.
thank you. I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, there's
I don't
good
know, but I
things.
see dragons all the time and I love them. I absolutely love them. Like I could see myself riding one for real. Like I would just be like, oh glory, just Love it.
Hmm.
You're a blessing. And shouts out to, what's her name again? Where's my notes? Frenzy.
Ginger Peach.
Yes, thank you. Is that a male or female? I don't know. But thank you so much for recommending him to me. Because as soon, you know, and I don't do that usually. I don't go into, you know, oh, check this out, check it. Now if you're in my comments and it's your video, I'll go check it out, of course. But if it's somebody else saying go check out somebody else's channel, I don't do it. But I did you last night. I was like, let me go check this out.
I've come across 4 different channels that have like mad followings and ended up, you know, kind of in contact with them, trading messages. My very first, right before Sedona, there was somebody, Susan, she goes on about the Tartarian thing. So I want to go out to Sedona. I was like, hey, I'm thinking of coming out to Sedona, whatever. You know, that's pretty cool what you're putting out there. And 5 minutes later, she replied, she's like, email me. And I'm like, okay. So I did. And I met Michelle. I went out there. She showed me around certain things. I was like, do you normally do that? She's like, no, but she's like, I just had to. She's like,
Yeah.
I just knew that I had to like contact you. And I went out there and she showed me certain things with hidden pyramids out there, everything else. I didn't go to Sedona. Yeah, I didn't go to Sedona for Sedona, though. I wanted to go up to the Hopi Reservation.
Well,
that was
before
my
I went to
main
sleep
goal.
last night, right before I went to sleep last night, I went to sleep on one of your videos. But I remember, you know, saying to myself, he's not going to reach out. You know, there's no way. And I don't care how many subscribers you do or don't have. It's like, I know he's not going to reach out. You know, and that was negative on my behalf. And it's sure shit, when I got up today, I was like, oh my God. First of all, I missed playing the X-Turner's live stream this morning. I didn't want to do that, but I did. But I woke up and that's when I was like, I was reading her comment first. And I was just like, thank you so much. I went over his channel. I didn't see your comment yet. So when I finished hers and I went down, I'm like, oh shit, there he is. Thank you. That's magic. It's pure magic. I love it. Thank you. But anytime I'm trying to get back on my live stream thing, because I've had a lot of people say, you know, without you telling me this, I missed this, I missed that. So Planet X Hunter started doing it. He never did it before. I was like, you know what? That's just another sign. Get your ass up, Tammy. Go live more. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll exchange everything. How can I leave you my number without leaving it for everybody else? I'll email you. Here, I'll put my email here. Or you can no, I'll put it here so you can see it. Email me and we can exchange numbers and talk via text. I'm not great on the phone. Like, I'm not a phone person. I don't like talking like on the phone, but I will. Yeah, but I'm great at texting. Like, maybe one day you're out like, oh my God, you have to see this. I love it.
No, you're fine. The phone thing, a couple people I connect with, they need to talk. But others just like trade back and forth. But you're completely off Facebook, or did you say you're off Facebook?
Yeah, they banned me from Facebook 3 different times, and the last time they banned me, I can't get back in at all. Even if I try to make them a fake name, they still nope.
Wow.
And I did nothing more than I do on YouTube. Like I said, they already know who we are.
Yeah.
I can't believe that you've made it this far on YouTube, on Facebook.
That's because they have no freaking power, period. And it's changing. Even the platforms are changing. The old platforms that were supposedly taken over, they're good now. They're good.
Yeah, because, you know, pretty much we've already won.
Mm-hmm.
We won.
Yep.
We just got to be here for the
thinking the optimal timeline, and people just need to clear. They need to clear.
Just live accordingly, right? Be nice. Yeah. That's it. Don't feed evil.
They still have to clear the stuff that's inside. That's the biggest part. Yeah.
Well, I would like to plan a show with you tomorrow. I have my grandson from 7:30 in the morning tomorrow until Tuesday, so I probably won't be here tomorrow. But I would love to plan an event with you and maybe have a layout of what we can talk about. That way, people will know of you and more interest about what we can talk about. But you and I are connected, so we really got to stick to the damn plan. Stick to what we say we're gonna do, because we can carry on forever. I can imagine seeing you in person. We could probably just talk until our ears fell off.
Oh yeah, there's a couple people I know that are in the know, and like I used to blow the one up, and she's like, yeah, I get it, whatever. And you know, I finally came to realize with my realizations what they knew. But man, I was like manic. I was like, look at this, like you gotta see this. But I don't do that now.
Yeah, so. I learned not to do it, and it's so hard because I have to pinch myself sometimes. I'm like, don't you say that, don't say nothing.
now I see spirits. So I'm just, I ain't talking to them either. And I'm not going to, the more we acknowledge these energies
Yeah.
that are negative, stronger they get. I don't want to give them anything at all. Nothing. So I just ignore them.
Yeah.
I just ignore them.
That's the one little thing that we have. Yeah, I can disagree with, because you have to accept them. It's crazy as it sounds. They are part.
The last time I accepted one,
Yeah.
that my shirt flew up over my head.
Well, not accepting like that, but just, acknowledging and being like, I am aware. Sending you love, whatever.
Maybe
What?
you can teach me a thing or two, but
Yeah.
I found out acknowledging something that is unseen is devastating for me.
Yeah. Well, the one that came straight up into the ones that came straight up into my screen, I'm like, why would you not want to reconnect back to the light?
Yeah, like the big
I asked
eye.
that
That's why
question.
I have to get your number so I can start sending you links, because everything that you and I are talking about, it takes forever to go off of here on StreamYard and then go look it up. So yeah, I want to exchange numbers. So here's my that's my
Wait a
Gmail.
minute, actually, I think this. It doesn't matter. Or I'll pop it down there, because I highly doubt they'll do it. I'm putting it in the chat here.
Okay, I can write it down real quick, and then I'll erase it out of the chat. I did that several times. Put my number in there, and I got all kind of stupid calls.
Here, I just put mine in there. That's fine, because nobody
wants to talk to you. Just kidding. Where'd you go? And I don't see your number. The number didn't show up. What wood are you stealing?
My treehouse wood.
What are you about to build?
Denny's twin bed is like the.
put it in the chat. That's fine.
I'm an engineer.
You're gonna MacGyver a bed tonight.
Is that how you say MacGyver?
MacGyver, yeah.
Well, do you want to MacGyver with me?
Yes, I will MacGyver with you. I'm about to end this now. She's gonna put together a bed. Okay, where did you go? Frequency. I don't see you, and I don't see your number up here. You're gone. Where did you go? Not sure where he went, nor is your number in there. Do I have anybody left in here? Nope, just wore y'all out. Huh? Frequency. You left the building. Tell you what, I'm gonna do. There you go. Yep. Okay, you're back.
Completely booted me. Yeah.
Your number didn't show up either.
Yeah.
Number did not show up. As soon as you typed it and you was like, "Oh yeah, I'll put it there," you went out. Gone.
Let's try this again.
Okay, we can do that again. I got a book.
All right. See if that works. I don't know if that one.
Actually, you know what? There's a back chat. Do you know where the back chat is? There's like a private chat. Do you see that over there to your right hand side?
I see a more. I see a lead.
Oh, that's where you put it. Okay, there it is.
Okay.
You put it in the back chat so nobody else can see it. That's what it is.
Yeah. All right. I wasn't sure if that because I typed something in there before and it didn't show up in the main one.
Because it's you got it in the back. You put it where it should be. I just didn't look there. So I'm writing it down now.
But yeah, we can trade a few things, and yeah, just
a few things. A lot. We will be sharing a lot because I need to know, and so do you. And we're vibing on the same frequency. I know it. I just know it. And I'll be damned. I will be that pain in your ass if you try ever just don't talk to me, try to disown me. I'm gonna be in that pain in your ass. I promise you. It's been way too long. 7 years I've been going through this alone. 7 years. Like,
yeah.
That's why when I met Chief Strongbow, finally, I was just like overwhelmed. I was starstruck. Not in a way that people say, but just like.
Yeah, I've come across.
I needed him. So tell me what I was going through.
I had definitely come across people that, like one of them, I know he's a dragon. He kind of knows like certain natures or whatever, but he's like, I've been seeing these since like, I think he said like 2008 or 2006, forever. His family thought he was nuts. He doesn't even mention it anymore. He's in my group, you know, he watches certain things, but he's not one that would step up or step out like that to speak his truth. And that's one thing you have to do.
Well,
Once
I
you
think
get-
that the grand awakening was to December 21st, 2012, when everybody said that the Mayans calendar ended. But it was the beginning of our end. Everybody thought the world was going to end. No, that was just them telling you, right here, right now, is December 21st.
2012 was the end of a 26,500 year cycle, the whole Kali Yuga and everything else. And
High five. Give me a high five.
and the bigger cycle is about 250,000 years, and that supposedly, yeah, we're crossing over into somewhere else.
Yep, we are. We absolutely are. But I'm gonna get off here because I could talk to you forever.
No worries.
Yes, I am an Aquarius. Did you say that?
No, I said no worries. I'm a Leo.
It sounded like you said you are an Aquarius. I'm like, yeah. There I go. All right. Well, divine peace, love, and light to everybody who watching tonight or tomorrow or next year, whenever. I appreciate y'all.
That's a lot of fees. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but when you click up out of here, it'll say so much more was watching, but they're always so shy. They just stay away. They'll start emailing me. I'll be like, what? You should have said that on the show.
Oh yeah. That's why I created the group. It's a little easier. I've got a Telegram, but that's bare minimum.
Do you have a TikTok?
No, I don't do TikTok only because
I didn't do TikTok at first either. I didn't. I misjudged it though. You should get on TikTok. One I told you, like that cloud walker that you saw, the one
Yeah.
I've got almost well, I am at half a million views.
Was his name Skywalker?
Cloud walker. I used to call them Skywalkers, and now I call him Cloud walker. But I can.
There's somebody else that put videos out that was going by Skywalker before, but
no, we have Skywalkers, Cloud walkers. We have all kind of people named shit everywhere. Right. But I called him Cloud walker, and it's doing well. TikTok is good for snippets, like little snippets.
Yeah.
And you don't have to participate if you don't. I've never gone live on TikTok, so you don't even know what it's about, but you get a lot of views when it comes to this guy.
Well, I mean, we can talk anyway, because like Telegram is like a private thing. You don't have to go into groups or anything. But like, if you want to share, like picture wise, texting's hard. Like a lot of times,
and
you can only
free to share anything of mine on Facebook. You're more than welcome to. I don't even need the credit for it. Share whatever you want of mine. I don't care. Doesn't matter. How can anybody be selfish with what we have? If we're trying to spread awareness and we're trying to wake people up, I can't say no. Why not use that photo for what?
There's a few that they have a lot of captures in different ways and all that, and I'm telling them share them in the group, but they'll just share them on their page, and I'm like, share them in the group. Like,
that's what they're meant for. Share everywhere. There should be no hesitation. Just do it. Feel free.
They got a lot of fear going on though. They're seeing some of them are seeing some dark stuff, and they're just scared to step out. Yeah.
And the light's not behind them because they're too scared to have the light. If you're really that scared, you have no faith, the light's not going to come for you. You got to look for it. Right?
Yeah. We'll definitely trade. But like I said, I mean, Telegram just goes by your number, and it could just be like a normal connect, and then you can send up a group of stuff if you want. Easy enough. But all right, we'll talk about it anyway. I don't
miss Facebook at all, so I'm just saying. I don't miss it.
I haven't posted on my normal personal page in probably a year and a half. Like a couple little things, but no more on there. So
you probably need to get back into it and invite them to your YouTube. That's what you do. Go in there and
regenerate. No, it goes back and forth between, and I share with 3 other channels that are still authentic. Some of them are corrupted now. So, but all right. So we'll wrap this up, and we'll talk.
And I will see you anytime. I will talk to you. I'm going to text you right now. So
okay.
I see you via text, and everybody else, divine peace, love, light. I don't know why I do that at the end of my streams, but I do.
All right. Y'all later. You for having me on.
Yeah, you're so very welcome. Thank you for just being. Thanks for just being.
That's what we have to do.
Yep. I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye. Sandy, what are you? Oh, you're not. Oops. Got you.